Good Monday evening, boys.
Evening.
Although for me and Dave, what time is it for you, Dave? It's 1 o'clock, isn't it? There,
3. Yeah,
3. Oh, so you're the same as me.
Yeah.
In Michigan, right? Oh, okay. I thought you were a bit like an hour or 2 hours behind. Oh well. Good afternoon to Damon and good evening to our DTM. How are you, boys?
I'm good, thanks. Very good.
Thank you for doing this. Welcome to episode 10. We're up to 10 of season 3, episode 10. So good old Connor, bless him, he made those things for me. So I thought I'll just add them all on today. Now we've got a several of them. So look at all those beauties.
I don't know if I can live up to that. That was really nice.
Do you think it works? Do you think it works better, DTM and Damon, doing it as any top 5 than, because there's no such thing as the top 5, is there?
It's hard to come up with a top 5, isn't it? So we've all got so much stuff. How can you choose?
Yeah, exactly. Because like I said it yesterday to Willem. He was on John's yesterday, and I said I could get Willem on right now, and then 2 days after get him on and it would be a completely different top 5, wouldn't it? So yeah. Let's have a look who's here. G-Force is here, and he calls us 3 classy and handsome gentlemen. Look at that.
I'm a classy one, I think.
Yeah, DTM will be the classy one. Hi, Keith. Nice to see you. Shabby, Dave, Damon, and Chatters. Hello, Shabby Geekers. Good old Kieran's here. Hi, Kieran. Mrs. T, didn't she look pretty yesterday? On Saturday, bless her.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah. So, our Zoe got married on. I love to when we say our Zoe, like we're all, our Zoe, bless her. She got married on Saturday, and the pictures all over Instagram and Facebook. She looked lovely, and you know what I mean. In our, what is it? He had his suit on our Des, didn't he? And he looked very handsome, and Mrs. T looked nice. Yeah. And Georgie and Stu went as well. I saw pictures of Georgie and Stu there too. So congratulations. It sounded like it went all right. Do you remember those days getting married, Damon? Do you remember those days?
Oh yeah. We just didn't do it though, like formally. We just went to Hawaii to do it, and we just told everyone.
Just did it that way. We got married. Yeah. We eloped, if you will.
Pretty much. I mean, we were both 35 and 31. So it's like, why pay for a party for everyone else to party and then
I'm right.
Yeah, it's like we just did 2 weeks in Hawaii and had the fun,
Awesome, man. Our Des is here. Hey up, everyone. Hi, our Des. Nice to see you. Oppie's here. Nice to see you, Ops. Wow, everybody's turned up. Awesome night. Here we go. Lady Steph, howdy, hey to Shabby, DTM, Damon, and the chat. Hello, Lady Steph. Nice to see you. Good old John O's here. Hit that like button, you Muppets. You see the Muppets on the World Cup yesterday?
Did.
What did you think of that halftime show?
I only thought, because you guys were all in chat slating it, so I thought I've got to see what they're talking about here. And yeah, it was ridiculous, wasn't it?
I mean, it's not really for football, is it? I mean, Super Bowl when they do it, I understand that. But our game, I'm like, God, have you not changed it enough? 4 quarters instead of 2 hours now. This, I was like,
Tom Cruise being there at all. Tom Cruise is the president of movies now. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, what was that Tom Cruise speech at the start? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? 2 countries.
I mean, I've nothing against Tom Cruise, but I just don't see why he'd be there at a football game. I could be wrong.
It was nice that they gave that young man a chance to learn guitar at halftime. That was nice.
That was weird though as well, right? Because I thought Madonna and BTS, I thought they were all right, they were upbeat and all, and all of a sudden he comes out like a lullaby, and I'm like, I mean, I said to Jenny, it was probably a nice song, but not. Everyone's up there, and he just brought everybody right back down here again, didn't he? And I'm like, it's like you two playing the Village People, and at my turn, Radiohead, you'd be like, hang on a minute, Shabs. Do you know what I mean? We're actually having a good time here. So, Oppie says, Des, if and when Mr. Steve comes to England, we shall take him to a toy store to show that mainstream that one don't stock TBC. Come on, TBC's up. I mentioned Muppets and Steph shows up. You rang on over here. 100% Hoppy. I'm hoping he comes over for the NEC show September and Echo Live October. I'm going to the Great Ohio Toy Show in October.
Oh, you are you?
Yeah. I can't believe my wife said we can actually go. But that's only because she'll spend the time with Leslie and do something with Leslie. Do you know what I mean?
Sounds like it's an event, that one, doesn't it?
It's been the Mecca for me since I've got here at our DTM and Damon. But the fact of the matter is, it's an 8.5 hour drive and then another 2 hours on top of that. So we're going to Scubas and then it's 2.5 hours. So it's always one of those things like, can my wife get time off work? Can we do this? So obviously Joe Fest we do because it's round the corner. Do you see what I mean? It's 3.5 hours. Well, anyway.
I was actually thinking of going to that in October because it's 4 hours for me, so I can do that drive.
We'll go, yeah. So yeah, I think there's a few of us going, and I can't wait to go for that. So I was watching Scuba went a couple of years ago, and there's a channel on Chasing 80s. If you all know, and I watched that back with where Scuba was and so forth. And as I'm looking through all the toys and so forth, I thought, should I really go to this? Because I might get divorced. I'm like, hang on a minute. You ever done one of those things where you think, oh, it's a great opportunity, but when you sit back, you think, oh, hang on a minute, should I do it? But I can't wait to do it, to be honest. The lovely Helen is here. Hello, evening, lads and lasses. Hello, lovely Helen. Nice to see you. The lovely Rob's here. Hi, Rob. Nice to see you. Wow, it's packed in here. Thank you, everyone. What did you think of this bloke when you met him?
Nice guy. Yeah, lots of fun. Yeah, friendly, chatty. Yeah, decent guy.
He's a little puny, but I mean,
no muscles.
Yeah. Tell you what, though, what a lovely bloke. What a nice bloke. So lovely nice to meet him, wasn't it? So, yeah, good old Gig Strong's here. Nice to see you, pal. Everyone's saying hello. And look at Fuller's figures. What a freaking... That was hard, Dax. I was looking at the word freaking and it Fuller figures.
Tongue twister.
Put my teeth back in. Hey, Connor. Nice to see you, pal. Wow, everybody's turned up. Everyone's saying hello to Ellen. I can't type all the names fast enough. do you do that? Right, let me ask you two a question. So, because I've heard Connor kick off about this a few times, and so I've gone in, and I always make sure I say hello to, but I wait till they say hello to me. That's my thing. Yeah. If they say hello, hiya Shabby, I'll go hiya Keith or hiya DTM or whatever. How do you two get around that when someone goes hiya Damon, and there's loads of them in the chat?
Go on, Damon.
For me, I'm on the iPad, so like it's on the screen. So like if somebody says it to me directly, I'll say it back because that's polite. But
yeah, that's what I do.
Otherwise, I have to just say, hey, everyone, because if I'm trying to type on the screen, if I had a keyboard, that'd be one thing, but I'm on, it would take forever.
Yeah. What about you, DTM? How do you?
I try and keep it to like a hello, everyone. Yeah. But then you say people do it personally to you and you feel like you've got to say it back. You go on forever. The time you've done that, the time's finished, then it's time to go ahead. So
I always have that thing in the back of my head, lads. I know it's like I don't want people to think I'm being ignorant or something. Do you know what I mean? And the worst thing is, I tell you what the worst thing is. When you're in the car and one of your friends is streaming, so you want to leave a like and you just want to let them know you will watch it and you later on. So I'll write something like, "Hey lads, in the car, can't stop watching the replay." You know what I mean? But and then everyone goes, "Hey Shabby, hey Shabby." Between lights and driving.
You should show like a stock footage of a car going off a cliff as trying to reply to the chat. Well,
G4 says next time I'm on top 5, I'll point the camera at a spot on one of my walls and let the chunk rank the top 5 items.
Right. Yeah.
What do you think? Right.
He's got a lot to look at, hasn't he, as G4? So
yeah.
Awesome.
A lot. Although I've been saying that about G-Force. Look at our sags. I've been watching his toy room toys up to part 5. Have you seen it?
I saw the first part. I've not watched any others yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm up to 2.
It's really good.
I showed my wife. I said, if you think,
you know what? I never put it that way. Maybe John's done us all a favour because the minute our wives kick off, we won't even say a word. We'll just put YouTube on like that and just point. Yeah. Just point.
See? It's like the old thing, like you don't have to be faster than everybody that's chasing, being chased by the bear. You just have to be faster than the slowest guy.
Wow. Well, we might as well end the stream now. I mean, we've got it, haven't we? You know what I mean? That's it. We're done. Good old John saved marriages. Blimey, G-Force is either drunk, needs to go to Specsavers, or he's getting a big check on the post from Shabby Damon. What do you mean? We are classy and handsome. What do you mean? I know DTM is. I know Damon is.
Yeah, I'm not handsome.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you're handsome. My wife thinks you're handsome too. We think you're handsome. In the Shabby Geek household, you're an handsome bloke. I'll say that.
Wow, my head's growing.
Well, they are. Collectors change their current favourites as often as Shabby changes hair colour and so forth. Right, I'll take the blame for the hair colour. Fair enough. Do you know what I mean? But I ain't taking blame for the sofas. That's IKEA in there. Do you know what I mean? That blooming bird. How many should bloody buy? Honestly, it's a nightmare. She used to do this thing as well where she wouldn't measure anything, right? I'll tell you a story. When I was back in England, Lytham is next door to Blackpool, right? And it's a lovely little royal town, Lytham and so forth. And I come in from work, and we drove a Citroen minivan, like one old space. Remember, it had the auto, the gear stick. It wasn't. I drove auto cars, and it was in the middle and so forth. Anyway,
yeah.
I get in and she goes, "I've bought something off this lady. You're gonna have to go and pick it up for me." So I said, "All right, fair enough." And then I went, "Have you measured it?" Do you know what I mean? She went, "Yeah, it's measured it and so forth." She said, "But you're gonna need help." So I messaged our side, and our side only lived round the corner. So our side comes round and. I said, "Well, what are we picking up?" She goes, "It's just a piece of furniture to go against the wall." And she's giving it, "Don't worry about it. Just go and get it." And right, fine. So get in the car with Si. Si's like, what? And then Si knows my wife as well as I do. And Si's like, "What she got us picking up now?" I said, "I have no idea." She said, "We get there, right?" This lady, "Oh, have you come for the thing?" Yeah, walking. It's a bloody piano. You know those pianos that are against the wall, weigh a ton and all that sort of stuff. So Si went like that, just looked at me, and Si went, like they used to say, she's done it again, right? But this lady's like, "Oh no, you'll be all right, you'll be all right. It's on rollers, right?" So we roll this piano out of the way, trying to get in the back of my car, just went like that. We left it side of the road, but then we had to pay for somebody else to go and get it. Do you know what I mean? In a big truck. But then Jen's like, "No, I don't want it." And then one novelty's worn off.
You couldn't put it on the top and like hold on to it with one hand, like
trying to put a piano in the back of a minivan. Do you know what I mean? And, honestly, there's one of them. Did you see his eyebrow, by the way? Did you see his eyebrow? How'd you shave your eyebrow off?
You're too busy trying to be handsome and classy, is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I noticed he was going for a night out. Did you notice that, DTM? And it looked like he'd shaved his other one off, or maybe George toned it down a bit.
Balance it out a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't look that bad. I've seen worse un-eyebrowed men.
Yeah. But how do you do it? Because usually you put a comb across it, don't you, and go across to trim your eyebrows. Or
no, my eyebrows are perfectly shaped, so I don't know.
Yeah. You look like Joan Collins.
I just use little scissors. I don't use the trimmers.
No, I saw his eyebrow and I thought, all right. That's the thing about Stu, right? It's like the cling film for wrapping paper. When he puts stuff up now, Stu, I don't get shocked anymore. I look at it and then you just pass through it, don't you? Leave a light, pass through it, because you're like, what else is he going to do, him? You know, Hawaii is the way to do it.
It is.
And Hollow Chronicles just went to Hawaii. He's just come back from there. He went with his lovely wife. So never been to Hawaii.
Oh, it's wonderful.
G-Force went to Jamaica to get hitched. Ooh. Nice one. The best thing about the final was Ruley saying it was crap live on. Yeah, he did he?
Yeah. He didn't hold back, did he?
No, he didn't, DTM. I wouldn't say it was crap. I would just say it's not neat. It's like when you two watch the Super Bowl, you kind of get that. You know, that's what it is. But when it comes into our sport, you kind of like, do we really need that? Do you know what I mean?
It's all about the spectacle, isn't it? And football, it's it's grassroots game. It's soccer.
Yeah.
We're all out. Yeah.
It's been good though. I've enjoyed it. And Travels with Jason say hi all. He said. G4 says they listed T on the license as a spinster.
Oh.
Everyone's talking about the football. Let's just get down here a bit. Oh dear, we're still on about that game. No, not really. I mean, I enjoyed the World Cup. It was all right. But the best thing about the World Cup is 3 weeks now till Premier League. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Jason will be talking about that game as long as you keep putting out your France trip video. Hi, Scott Whitehouse. Nice to see you, Scotty boy. We're up to over 40 already here to see you two beauties. Brilliant. Thank you all so much. Jonathan, don't worry about my France videos. It ends on the 26th of December. Did you ever think of doing that? I stopped doing it. You know, when we go to Joe Fest and stuff. I was talking to Scoob about this. And I don't make them sort of videos anymore, but I made a little bit for clips and stuff to put in a live stream. But do you ever do that? Do when you go to these toy fairs or conventions, you
I did it the last Joe Fest I went to in 2024. I did a little bit just for the video I was doing because of a trip that we went on that we included Joe Fest. So I had it all thrown together. But this time round, I took an handful of pictures and that was it. Yeah.
What about you, Damon?
I do the balcony pan,
Yeah, we all do that one. Yeah.
And then like I'll do like I did in the bar, the pan of the folks, sitting, and then I think I did one at the house. But that's, I did more videos this year because I did record some of the singers, like that fellow there. And,
good job, didn't he? Blew me away. I was talking about him on Zedasai. Well, I'm sorry, not Zedasai.
But I'm not going to share the singing ones. I'm not going to share. They're just for my own memory.
Yeah.
I'll never forget my wife's face when he got up. She was like that. She couldn't believe it. Do you know what I mean? But I think that's what it's like I said before. When you get people like Stu and George, they can sing. It's not like wow, you know what I mean? They're lovely singers, them two. But when he got up, because you're not expecting it, it's our DTM. Do you know what I mean? You're not expecting it.
Served in life, and I just thought, I'm here. I might not get a chance to do this again. I might as well do it.
It was a lovely night, though. It was like lightning in a bottle that night, wasn't it? It was
the whole weekend were great. Yeah,
it was, pal. Hi, Martin. Nice to see Martin's here. He's got a video out. He's just come back from Barry's stuff, isn't it? That Southend on Sea. So I'll be watching that tonight. Yeah. Our Claire. Hello, our Claire.
Hey,
nice
Claire.
to see you, pal. Wow, it's packed. Thank you all so much. That's awesome of you all. Gilster's here. Hi, pal. Hi, Gilster. G4 says, I tried to say hey to everyone as Shabby's mod to make everyone feel welcome. I agree with typing on the phone is for the birds. I used to like our side the way he did it. Our side just like tip of the chat, tip of the cap to all of the chat, and then you knew our side was here. So here we go. Hello everyone. Right, done. Good old God, man. Yeah, look who died this morning. So this is a very famous footballer, Damon, in England, and he played in the 70s and 80s. Gotcha. But he was always around. He managed for a bit and so forth. He's like an icon for British football. So he died today. So that was sad.
Oh, jeez.
Gerard's here.
You mentioned the weddings, and it's, we're at that age where there's more funerals than weddings. That's for sure.
Yeah, we're getting there, aren't we? Definitely. Miriam's here. Gerard's here. Hi, Miriam. Nice to see you, buddy. Let's see what else. JT's here. Look at this DTM. It's like a legendary Hall of Fame in the chat tonight. Everybody's here. Muddle's here. Look at this. This is awesome. Oh, Mrs. Betts is here. So it's now. So now what we have to call it. It's not Zoe T anymore, boys. It's Zoe B.
Zoe B.
Well, Zoe B.
Yeah.
So she used to be Zoe T when she was into all the remixes and stuff, but now she's come back with all the rap music. She's now Zoe B. So Zoe B.
It's cool with that actually. Zoe B. Yeah.
Zoe B. We'll have to get used to that, won't we? Zoe B.
So she does the leaning videos, with Des. Is she gonna now lean the other way? Because
now she leans the other. She like that way. Now she leans that way. Driving to work, we'll definitely catch up. Cheers, Gilster. Good old Ops is here. Wow, everyone's saying congratulations to Zoe. Yeah, congratulations, Zoe. It's weird because she's been around for so long. It's like I was getting a bit thing on Friday, our DTM, because I was like, because we've known her for years. Do you know what I mean? There she is. You watch all the pictures, you watch the pictures of her hen night, then everyone's getting. Then her dad sent me a picture of him getting suited and booted. I thought, man, he did, yeah. He looked, and his missus Andrew looked lovely. They look dead nice, both of them. My wife says I'm a hoarder. Then I showed her Sags videos, and then she apologized to me. I brought this up yesterday, about hoarding. Do you think there is a difference? Right, I'll give you an example. Look at my rooms, Miami. Now, before we came on, I was showing our DTM. I've got stuff everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously I had a 2-week holiday. People were coming over, went to Joel Fest. Then Scuba and Leslie came back. I still have my mum and Claire here. So I've been doing loads of stuff. And I just thought I'll leave everything until I've got time to go through it. So I waited till everybody went home. Then I went through it all. But then you realise, don't you? Because underneath these tables, there's boxes and boxes, and I've got boxes and boxes still left in the shed. Is there a difference between hoarding and collecting?
Yes.
Right, go on then.
Okay, so, I don't think anyone in my family is watching, so I'll just out my family a little bit. my folks, the hoarding gene, I think, runs on my dad's side of the family a bit, from what I've heard and seen. And so when COVID hit, they went on extra lockdown at my folks' house. They were just, very nervous about it and everything they did. Yeah. So I would buy groceries and I would go deliver it, but I wasn't allowed even in the house. I'd meet my dad at the garage, he'd bring the stuff in or whatever. Yeah. And then, when we finally got into the house a few years later, from my dad had a heart thing, had some surgery and everything, and it was oh my God, it had gone from some clutter to we were finding little coffee tins full of the bag, paper bag handles. He would cut them, and then he was keeping that, and it was like, yeah. So I mean, there's hoarding to me is, useless crap that their brain tells them is useful. This is a perfectly good box. This is a perfectly good tin. This is a perfectly good whatever. But everyone else is trash.
Yeah.
Because it is. So yeah, and whereas collecting, as long as it's not compulsory, as long as you're really thinking about it and appreciating and everything else, I think that's the difference, really. And being able to get rid of stuff, like you sold some of your Star Wars stuff, Shabby, when you really didn't want it. Everyone's had to downsize or reprioritize.
Yeah. It's weird that was weird for me because, like I said, I don't sell stuff, and so, but it just gets to a point, doesn't it, DTM, where you buy more and more stuff, and then it's like you look at your room, don't you, DTM, and you go, where do I stick it now? And what do I take off now? Because I know a couple of lads, I watch YouTube videos and a couple of lads in the chat that will do that. They'll turn around and go, well, I'll remove that now and I'll give something else. Is that how you do it, DTM? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I have done recently. I mean, I got running out of space. I mean, we moved here because it was bigger, and now all the space is gone. So I had to look, what do I really have an affection for?
Yeah.
So Marvel Legends were first to go.
Legends, right? Okay.
The Funko Pops. The parts that you get with your Marvel Legends, your Build-A-Figure bits. I had bags and bags and bags of them. I didn't even know what they came from, and I just put them on eBay. And it's freed up a bit of space, but it soon fills up again, doesn't it? So
it does. Have you both considered doing this? Because I think I'm fair to say that us three were eclectic collectors. We'll collect what we want, basically. We don't just focus on. And I've tried to do that. I've tried to say, right, at the start of this year, I changed all my room over, and I was like, I'm just going to focus on real Ghostbusters. You know what I mean? He-Man and that didn't happen at all. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? Because then I'm buying. Oh, look at that multiverse, Vigilante. Or look at that. Have you ever tried to do that, both where you've gone? You know what? I'll just focus on that, and then that might make more space. Or
yeah, I've tried. I can't do it. I'm just like you just said. Then I'll be on Batman, try and collect all the Batman, and then I'll see them release something else from another toy, Hasbro or whatever, another Star Wars figure. And I'll be like, right, I'm back doing that again. So I do a bit, collect a bit, go move on to something else, do a bit of that. So I think that's why it goes so quick, because I just can't stick to one thing.
No,
it's hard.
It's hard. It's like it was so funny because Michael mentioned on the Joe Fest stream about the question in the icebreaker for the collectors is, what do you collect?
Yeah.
And people ask me that at Joe Fest, and it's like, for me, it's like, oh, what do I collect this. And so when I came home, I actually made a list of the lines that I want to keep focused on going forward,
Yeah.
And I'm like, it shouldn't be more than a few, I think. I'm like typing, and I'm like, oh, there's still too many. It's like,
I know what you mean. Because I started this so I was going to get into all that mask and stuff, which I am doing. But then when I saw that, I've said this before, so I won't go on about it, but when I saw the prices of the new stuff, I reflected and went back on the old stuff, and it's roughly the same price. So I've been buying loads of that, but there's another collection that I've started. Do you know what I mean? I had a small shelf full of like real Ghostbusters that I wanted, and then I've gone mad. And now it's turned into, do you know what I mean? I'm one of those people. Do you know?
Doesn't it? You just pick a couple of bits up, and then before you know it, you've got another.
There, don't it? Yeah,
exactly.
My grandma was born during the Great Depression. She saved twist ties, bread bags full of twist ties in case she needed it. It's funny, isn't it? Stuff like that.
And that's just it, because my dad, he's born 1940, so it was not too long after all this stuff, and his folks were influenced by all that. Well, his mom was influenced by all that stuff. So it's like, it's crazy.
It is, isn't it? It is weird how, because my grandma, I was talking to my mum about this. There was little bronze things that were pencil sharpeners, but it was like a globe and a grandfather clock. And Yeah, do you remember them, DTM, when we were kids? And my grandma had loads of them. Do you see what I mean? So I think somewhere along the line, everyone's a kind of collector, aren't they?
Right.
Vintage Toy Rush, our good friend Dave says, a hoarder is an untidy collector. Or you see, that's exactly how this thing started, because I was saying to DTM, I can't stand a mess. I can't stand it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know whether it's an OCD. I've always been like that when it comes to toy rooms. So if something's out of, but then what I'll do though, I'm pathetic, because if something's out of place, I'll take it all off. But it's weird, isn't it? Because when it's all on shelves or whatever, you think, oh, it's put away, it's sad. The minute you take it off, it looks like you've got a shitload, doesn't it? And you're like, oh no, it's going to take me days. This, you know. But are you two the same way? Do you have to have your toy rooms immaculate?
I wish I could say yes, but it's an absolute pigsty at the moment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If they're free at weekend, come over here, Dave, and sort mine out for me.
Well, and that's the thing is, like I was going to say, we'll kidnap Shabby and we'll blindfold him, and then we'll just bring him into our toy rooms and take the blindfold off, and he'll fix everything for us.
The worst thing, though, do you ever get into the... Well, let me just get down to the chat bit. There's something else to tell you, too. Shabby holds hair dye just in case he needs a quick blue rinse. I'll never get over that, believe me. I tell you what, though, DTM, I am glad I told everybody that I'd done it. Do you know what I mean? Instead of trying to... Because you can imagine if I'd hid it, these lads would have battered me. I would have taken to cleanness. Do you know what I mean? Shabby hoards ladies' hearts. It is true. I can't tell a lie. It's I've always been a housewife favourite, you know. So. But Damon, it is a really good box.
It's a thin line. It's a thin line. I've thrown away, and I've kept, and then thrown away. It's like, since I know that I'm susceptible to it, that's what'll happen. Is like it'll start to build a little bit. And then I'll freak out, and I've got to just purge. I just got, and that's how sometimes I'll forget what I got rid of, Yeah. Like, I'll go looking for something, and I'll be like, oh, that probably didn't survive the last purge, Like,
hey, look at this for OGE DTM. Super fan.
All right,
I tell you what, everyone's come to see you lads tonight. Good old 5G Lee's here.
Hey? Every time I went to... Echo, he was always there.
Yeah.
I've seen him for ages.
We're big fans of 5. There he is, 5G. He sent me one of the best photos I think I've ever got in my life. So I was asking people to send pictures in and so forth. I can't remember the stream we were doing, but he sent one with Zippy and George from, what is it? From, I tell you what, it was the best picture I've ever. And he's in the middle of him smiling. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was just the best. I've still got that picture. I'll put it up one day. I'll put it up. Jonathan says, collecting is one thing. It's just so hard. There's so many different companies. You see, that's a ball ache too, because... I was buying the DC Superpowers, then it turned into New Adventures of Batman, then it turned into Super Friends, and I put a thing up this morning, and it's funny, isn't it? You're right, because you go from one line to another and so forth.
I know, from Man Farmer as well.
I got that today, yeah. Well, I didn't get it. I got it at the weekend, but why is that a hard one to get?
I haven't got it yet.
If I ever find, well, let me know. If I find it, I'll grab it for you.
But it hasn't been sent yet, so.
Let's have a look. So everyone's look at this. Everyone's happy to see our Lee. Look at this. It's like an old film star's come back. Look at this. Good old Lee. Right. So we'll spend half an hour going through every name now. How you David? How you Joe? As humans are forever searching for the perfect box until we die. I guess the coffin is the perfect box. Well, thanks for that, G4.
That's brilliant.
The old philosopher himself. Hopefully we're all doing well, pals. Let's have a look. Gazzy's here too. Look at this. How you defined hoarding. You're right. Because I would never have got rid of that stuff unless our Jenny turned around and said, look, are you going to put it on display again? And I said, no. And then she said, so what are you keeping it for? And then she told me something that was really interesting, boy. She turned around and said, there might be someone out there who wants that stuff, who needs that stuff, who collects and displays that stuff that you've put away. And I'd never thought about it like that, Damon and DTM. And then, and so in a way, I was kind of happy to do that. Do you know, I thought, you know what, that's a good approaching.
Yeah, and that's what, with me, it's like, I've donated so many toys to Goodwill. Yeah. And it's like, I'm hoping that they end up on the shelves and not just in some Goodwill box to be auctioned off or something. Because you hear that nowadays about the thrift stores more auctioning than selling. But, it's like, I just hope my mind is like some little kid is going to find that figure and it's going to make his day,
Yeah.
His mom's going to buy that for him for $1 or $2 at the Goodwill. And then,
This is a good segue for what I'm going to say. Our desk says toy room areas are always a work in progress. Right. You got to answer this honestly. How many times have you watched one of our pals on stream, right? You watch them and they've either done up the room or done what Martin's done and build a new shed. Or I remember VTR, like I said, a couple of years ago, I got inspiration from VTR when he did his room and took other things off. How many times have you watched him and gone, right, I'll change my room to look like...
Sometimes you just start doing all. Yeah.
I tell you...
Never. It's too much work. I've never done that.
I've done it loads of times where you think you've got a nice room, don't you? And everyone will go, "Oh, your room's nice, Shabby," and so on. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm happy with it, and so forth. But it's exactly what our dad says, right? It's always working. So then you'll watch somebody and you'll go, "Oh, I like how they've done those lights." And honestly, it's weird how many shells and everything I've gone through, lights and stuff like that. You remember, because it used to be LED strips. Do you remember? Oh, I'll have an LED strip, and then you thought, "Oh, puck lights." I love it.
Yeah, that's what I use now, puck lights.
That's what I use, yeah. And that was Scuba that got me onto them, because I said, "How'd you do that?" And he said, "Pucks." And so I've been buying them and putting them in here. But it's changed. He's constantly done it. But I think that's healthy, don't you? Don't you think it's healthy to change your toy room? Or
when we moved in here, we had the living room as we wanted it. That has never changed. But the upstairs, the office bit that I'm in now, and the collection room, they change weekly, if not, twice weekly sometimes. But then the rest of the house remains untouched.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
It's just fun to, it's an excuse to play, really.
Yeah. The changing collection for me happened when I decided to focus on 1/18th Star Wars world building with a slight lean towards Mandalorians. So Muddo went that way. I'll do the Mandalorians and that kind of thing, Let's have a look. We've got a perfectly square box.
Yeah, no, she's right. We got this box. We've got someone delivered in it, and it's the squarest, most perfect box you've ever seen.
It's funny because it is. It's like when you find that box, it's a marvel, and you just like.
I know, but it ain't funny that she wrote that, and all I can think of is Matt and ZSR. He'd have taken her to the cleaners for that one line we need to take. You know what I mean?
She'd have loved it.
That's a keeper, Helen. Protect it. Look at this. Bikers here. Hi, Dario. Nice to see you. Geek Strong says the good thing about my toy room being so packed is I don't have room for dust. And I don't mind the dust in me. I find it therapeutic, to be honest. Like the ironing and stuff, I'll do that, and the washing. I'm not one of those blokes in my I'll leave it for missus. No, I do all that sort of stuff because I find it therapeutic, keeps me going. Do you know what I mean? Do you two do that? Do you dust and
dusting the Lego? I've noticed the Lego gets dustier than anything else.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But yeah, as far as cleaning and washing goes, I try not to get involved in that.
Because I remember, again going back to VTR. VTR took the doors off all his stuff, didn't he? Because he didn't like the gleam to it. So I did that with mine, which does cause a lot more dust. But it doesn't bother me that dusting. Does it you, Damon?
Get canned air now just to blow it all away, can't you? And stuff like that. I've got a makeup brush. I'm going on with a little makeup brush.
Good idea.
Yeah.
That's the thing is I can't, for laundry, it's like we kind of each do our own laundry.
Right.
We just split the cleaning duties. However, when one of us is going to do something. But as far as the dusting goes, for the toys and everything, is if I take something down to do a photo or to play or whatever, that's when it gets dusted. I don't generally just attack and dust, because I can't. For me, I can't even kind of stand and do that stuff with that many hours because it's so keepy.
Right, got you.
But yeah, that's why it's like I'm actually when I redo these, the wall behind me is going to be cabinets. These are just temporary. Yeah. I just did this so you wouldn't be, looking at nothing behind me. You don't want to look at this and look at that. And it's gonna. I'm gonna buy doors for the Billy bookcases I've got. And then
you went for Billy. I've got a couple. There at the back is Billy bookcases, and at the side, I'm taking all my books out and making that into toys, and putting my books in my gym room and doing it that way, and making all this a focus on toys. And I don't know whether you can see it or not. I buy these sort of cabinets here because you can build on top of them. Do you see what I mean? So they're cheap. They're like $25. That's it. But so I buy about 4 of them and I build them because if you look at my roof, it's shaped differently. Do you see what I mean? So I can go right up. So I've got like angles in my roof, so I can go up and up and up like that.
It must be quite tall.
Yeah. Well, and they are I think, some of them up to 9 foot. So if I go over here, You can see how tall they go. Do you see what I mean?
Oh,
like that. But I had a good search for that though, because things like IKEA and stuff I didn't go for. They're like $150 a bookshelf. And I always had that thing. I've got 4 kids and my wife, and I've always understood, me fellas, that collecting for us is a selfish thing. It's me paying for all this. It's me having this room. It's me. So I always make sure, not that I do stuff on the cheap, because I do research it, but they were great for me because, like I said, I can build, and then as more comes along, I'll just build even more. And they're just dead easy. There's a shop around the corner called Roses or Maxway's or whatever in North Carolina, and they just sell cheap stuff like that. All it is it's a plastic thing and like an MDF board that goes across, but you can build on them.
Yeah, it's effective, isn't it? Look at it, it looks good.
Yeah, I think so. So,
and that's the thing, is like, if you don't mind the dust, like and you like it, then that's perfect, you know. And that's the thing. It's like that's where it gets more pricey. Is if you want to encapsulate and not have the dust, and and still see the junk. You know, I mean, the thing is you don't necessarily need to see it unless you're in the room. Then you can open it and then close. You know, whatever. But I mean, yeah,
I know exactly what you mean.
I'm just trying to find a way to not spend a ton, but get it to look the way I want, not have as much dust. It's like this balance of you know.
It's how you want to go around it, though, isn't it, DTM? Because you look at G-Forces or you look at Geek Strongs, and theirs is like that, but it looks awesome the way it's done. But then you look at mine and VTRs, and it's more like a put away and nice. And some people want it to look like a toy shop. Some people want it to look like a museum. Do you know what I mean? And then so you always have that thing, don't you? Like,
I think in your head you always want it to look museum-like, don't you? I do, but it doesn't always work.
Well, I like the toy shop look as well. John got those pegboards, didn't he? And put that. I watched it on his video where he's put them out like that, and that was a good idea too. Scott White says, always getting inspired by other people's photos and videos. Just don't have that much room. Always trying to find a space to display toys. Yeah, I agree with that. I often watch Stu's display videos, but I want to know if there's a right way to display my collection. I'll watch videos.
Yeah.
They cheat though. They just build another one. Hey Delvian, nice to see you. Wow, everybody's turned up. Let me just get down here a little bit before we start the top 5. Shakira shed so much my Lego. See, my dogs don't come in here, so I'm all right for that. So, you know, because I've got big dogs and they do shed. So
I thought they were talking about the halftime again.
All the good old days of the anti-door campaign reflections just annoy me, but that's why I did it. I thought, oh, what a good idea that is. Do you know what I mean? So I've done it the way Matt does his though. Zero Hunter behind him, because he's got his camera there, and he doesn't get much gleam on it because he lit it all, so it looks nice. You know, all Matt's hot toys behind him, that looks good. But I kind of like the one, and it's nice as well. I don't know whether VTR will agree with me there. It's not precious stuff to me. If I want to take something off and have a look at it or show somebody, I can just, it's easy instead of opening cabinets and everything falling off and that kind of thing, you know.
That's true, because, you know, and the ones that have doors, I'll you know, you hear the thunk, you know, like, oh, and you go, you look, and it's like a figure is leaned against the door. So now you got to, like, you know, you got to Indiana Jones that thing so it doesn't go all the way to the floor.
Do you know what the worst thing about that is? So behind me here, so I've got a big thing that we converted. It's like a breakfast nook. You know those things you can pass. We've covered it all and made a shelf out of that, but you can hear stuff that's in here. So I'll be in the kitchen, I'll be in the front room, and I hear thud, and I'll think, oh, what the France? So I'll come in here, and I know something's, but I can't see anything. And it drives me, honestly, it drives me mental. Do you know what I mean? Right? You just search everything, then you think, was it big? Was it small? Was it, you know, you just can't find it. It drives me mental. It really does. Just Lady Steph say, yeah, cases for Lego are a godsend. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I got small. Yeah, that's right. I got small display cases for my Lego Vic. I've got them from Muppets. I did the Muppets and got a case for that. And it was a good idea to do that. So I agree. That fan Shabby needs an action. Have you seen that, boys? Have you seen that DTM and Damon?
Oh, yeah. That
looks super cool to do. Do you know what I mean? So they've got a helicopter and they've shoved it on a fan, but they've taken the light off and the blades have got it. But it just looks awesome.
That sounds fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. I shut the door of my room and pretend it's one sealed cabinet. No dust can get in. I'm sure that's another one I found. And Claire bought it for me. So we've gone to a flea market while we were here. And I found that, and Claire got it for me, bless her. So that's another one. I want to make sure that I've got over 1,000 in here. I'm just going to keep it all. I can't stop buying them. I don't know what it is, even if I've still got it, or if someone sends me a Pee Wee thing and I've got it, I don't care. I want as much Pee Wee as I can. Sounds disgusting. Look. I'm with DTM. Makeup bush and small Hoover make short work, right? Hey, chocolate chip, good old chocolate chip Wookiees here. Good grief, man. You thank you all so much, man. That means a lot to me, you lot coming in and talking. That's brilliant. Shabby, your room looks very relaxing. One of the coolest I've seen it on. Oh, guys, that's a nice thing. I did have a big orange couch in here, and I miss my couch, to be honest. Because if you look there, oh, hang on a minute. If I do it that way, you can see me TV and stuff where I play TJC's games, whatever. But no one's sat in here, so I've got this big, this big 3-seater David and DTM, just me sat in it. So a barber, tattooist, and a barber shop bought it. Was doing all this in black and orange, and it went as soon as I put it up. I was delighted because it was practically a brand new couch. And so yeah, but I like it. I don't know. You hear a lot of people, DTM and Damon, don't you, say it's got to be, you've got to walk into your room and you have that, oh, this is awesome, and what's the point in us having it? Do you two think the same way as that?
Yeah, when it's tidy and it's all laid out nice, yeah. It's a bit therapeutic, you know. You go in and you think, I could chill out in here now, put TV,
nice, yeah,
surrounded by it all.
Yeah.
But at the moment, yeah, I don't want to go down there.
Well, do you both do that though? Because believe it or not, you'll see me in here when I'm doing my streams. But apart from that, if I'm working, whatever, I work from my desk and you know, do my furniture in the other room and come in here and so forth for inspiration. But I don't spend 24 hours a day in here. Do you know? And I think that's a reason for that. Exactly what you've just said, RDTM. I like to come in here and feel like, oh, this is like to keep the space what it's for. Do you know what I mean? I think if it was in here all the time, I'd get a bit, you know, do that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Where my toys are, there isn't really a chair. This is in here right now, but I mean, they're not sitting rooms, you know. So
on the other, having to be Shabby, I heard a band couldn't find anything. A few hours later, found my skeleton. Yeah, I'll find something. Or the worst on these though is there's no backs to him. So if they fall the other way, I've got to take it all out just to get to the very bloody bottom of it. Yeah. I always post figures. Sorry, Damon. What? I'm sorry.
I was going to say you have to wait till you redo the room to find out what it is.
Yeah. I always post figures leaning slightly backwards, like Des. And then the way they do, they take a topple, they won't knock down stuff in front of him. That's a good idea. Hey, nice collection. Nice to see you. Have you got any paper clippings of when Pee Wee was found in the cinema? Maybe, maybe not. I'm sharing that with you. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that proves they do come to life when we're not looking, Steph. Thankfully, he has his own Jonathan. He's too big to share Eddie's face. Brilliant. Matt's collection says that was bad. That was a bad bus conking out. All right. I don't think you get it. Steph's picked one of the Gundam style stands for the bigger figures. Works a treat, especially on figures that are more top heavy. Or I buy the connectors that go around for 3/4 inch ones. I'll show you. So when I get Masters of the Universe, I don't buy the figure stands because I don't want to damage the paint. So I get them.
Oh yeah, I've seen them before. Yeah,
and they work brilliantly. So I just, and then they can't fall over either because it's too big or whatever. So I just use them. So it just makes it easier. So let's have like I said. Oh, I'll take a look. She says, "Thank you. Think yourself a lucky Shabby. Jason's taking every bit of spare place in the house, the little sod." I'm kind of happy with that too, though, because I think it depends who you live with. You know, there's some collectors who you know, the partners share their love of it with them, so their house is, and I think that's awesome. But my wife doesn't. But sometimes I think that's kind of good too, because you know, when I go in my other room, it's not like my house is. Do you do that as well, DTM and Damon, where you've got a certain room?
My sitting room, the front room, living room, whatever you want to call it. I like to have that as a living room.
Yeah,
just normal, you know, chairs, sofa, TV.
Yeah,
no toys, but although there is a few.
Yeah, I know the feeling though, because you'll be sat there trying to watch something and you're looking at your figures, aren't you? Like,
yeah.
Is that same as you, Damon?
No, we've got stuff everywhere. You know, I mean, we just, you know, if there's a flat surface and we get something new and cool, it'll be on there. And we've each got our own stuff, so it's
nice.
Yeah. Again, I told you I'm susceptible to the hoarding.
I have the Reeboks. Yeah, they're really cool. Yeah, they're nice. Big prices, $30 for like 25, 26, but they're worth it, I think. So, top heavy or have weird feet sounds like one of my ex-girlfriends, Jonathan. Very nice. Your top 5. How did you come up with it? So I'll start with you, Damon. How did you come up with your top 5?
So I thought about it, and I'm like, did I want to do a theme? Did I want to just do rando? How did I want to do it? And I basically came upon the idea of doing just my top 5 one-of-ones. So something that there's only one of in the world, basically.
Right.
And so I'm like, obviously I don't have that many, so it was easy. It's like, okay, top 5 of the 7 that I have. That's easy. I can do.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, so you did one-of-ones. Awesome. Yeah. What about you, DTM? How'd you come up with your top 5, Bubba?
I'm a big movie fan, as you probably know. So I thought if there's some way to do a movie-based top 5, but with action figures. So I went down the NECA route.
Nice. So nice.
Everything from a movie has got a NECA figure. And
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I managed to distribute a few things around the house. Mando at the ATRT on the mantelpiece at the moment. You'll get him on the. It's like it'll be on the floor, and your Steph will go, "Oh, I don't know how it happened." Look at that. He's stepping away for a bit, Scott. Absolutely brilliant. Well, there you have it. We're at the bottom of the chat. Let's start off with your honourable mention. Right, Damon. So what is your honourable mention, buddy?
So you may have seen him on, honestly, the first Tub Thumpers I was on with you.
Oh, cool.
I pity the people that don't like that bushy.
So I got this guy from Goodwill, and the funny thing is like I was trying to figure out, like, you see, he got his rings and everything.
That's awesome, DTM.
Look at
that, DTM.
All right, hold on. He's getting X-rated. Hold on. And look at his little boots.
Oh.
So what is it though? I mean, I know it's Mr. T, but as someone that made it, could you buy it? What is it?
And that's the thing. Is like, so I went looking to figure out, like, what did a company make these, right?
Right.
And I couldn't find anything. And then eventually I found that there was somebody had done a pattern for these things. And so, it's basically like Cabbage Patch doll, right?
Yeah.
Somebody had made like a Mr. T pattern. And so I went digging again, knowing that, and he got his little necklace here. And I found other images of ones over the years that people had made, moms, grandmas, aunties, who knows.
Yeah.
And each one was slightly different. They would put different clothes on them or a different outfit or whatever. And I was like, this one is so close to the old classic, with the red and the denim and the boots. And I was like, I have to have this. I
think I want to get one now.
Yeah, look at this. Look at that, Mr. T. Or Cabbage Patch, Mr. T. That's awesome. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I think you have to get your Ellen one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just so fun. He just sits on top of a bookcase, judging everybody.
That just goes to show to me and DTM in the chat that you will buy anything, to tell you the truth. Really, doesn't it? So everything we've just discussed for the past half an hour, you've just showed it with that.
Look at this box.
Oh, brilliant. Mr. T. Well, that's awesome. I've never seen that before. Have you, DTM?
No, it's down. Pull them up, Damon.
Pulling them up, boss. Don't worry. There we go.
Somehow looks like David Bellamy. Brilliant. Did they make the rest of the A-Team, says Matt's collection? Did you find anybody else?
I seriously doubt. I don't know if whoever made this made the rest. I don't know if there were any patterns. If it was just, I think it was him because he was the biggest draw.
Yeah, he was awesome. That's brilliant. And how long have you had it for? How old is he?
Well, I think it's from the 80s, but I've only had it for maybe, I don't know, somewhere between probably 5 and 7 years, maybe.
Look at Kieran. Are you sure you're not a hoarder, David?
I'm not positive. I'm trying.
Well, that's a great honourable mention. Right, DTM, what's yours?
Yeah, like I said, I'm sticking with movie-based NECA figures. So, I mean, I've got loads of these. So these are just from Gremlins 2, the new batch. So I've got one there. See, the thing I like about the new batch ones is they've sort of painted, you can't really tell in here, but they painted them with like a gloss, so they look sticky and slimy.
Yeah.
So that one. This one has got like we're part of a set, a demolition set. It came with a bomb, and in fact, hang on, I've got it here. Yeah. TNT. You open it up and it's got like a detonator in it, you know, punch it down. Yeah, so I've got loads of NECA gremlins and I've just not shown these off before, so.
They've been going for years, haven't they, those NECA gremlins? Because it's one of those things, I don't know about you, Damon, if you've picked something, but every time I see him, I always think, but I daren't, because I know if I get one, I'm going to have to get loads of them. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I've got a lot of the ones from the original film, but the new batch, I ain't got as many. But some of the older ones are quite expensive to get hold of now, so I kind of like, if I see one at a high price and Helen lets me, I'll pick one up. But
they're so cool.
Yeah, my honourable mention, Gremlins.
They're absolutely brilliant. I'm a big fan of them, to tell you the truth. Have you got any of them, Damon? Did you pick any of them?
Yeah. I don't have the Demolition Crew. I've always looked at it, but it's one I haven't popped on. But I've got a lot of them.
It's good. I mean, just for the cloth goods on this guy.
Yeah.
No, it comes with the detonator too. That's like,
don't push the detonator, says Connor. Don't push it. You know what I mean? Absolutely brilliant. Mr. JT says, if Mr. T's trousers fall down, we'll be treated to see Mr. P. Love those Gremlin figures. Are they still making them? Are they still making them now, DT?
Still making them, yeah. Yep. There's still a few that I need. Well, I don't need, but I will get them eventually.
Well, that was my question, our DTM. Are you going to, is it important for you to collect all them? Because I'm one of those people, me. I've got
all the Mogwais. I don't need any more of them now. So, yeah, the next step's trying to get all the Gremlins.
Brilliant.
But, I mean, I do pick them up still now when I'm out and about, when I see one at a right price. I'll get that. I mean, this one here I got in Blackpool Toy Fair last year.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was a twin pack.
How much is NECA over? That was one of my funniest things, right? So I've never really bought NECA. I've been gifted a few, and I bought the RoboCop, and I bought a couple. I bought the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons ones. I love them on the card, you know. But anyway, we got into GameStop once, right? And my wife always knows I spend about 27 quid on either a Joe figure or a Black Series, right? And our Jen turns around, and I picked up the line art, the NECA line art that's in the box and so forth, and it's really pretty. And she goes, "I'll buy that for you." And I went, "What?" She goes, I want to treat you. I'll buy that for you. Nice. Anyway, get up to GameStop and he goes, "That'll be 42 something." Didn't have the heart to say, "Oh no, don't buy me this, Jen. It's too expensive." I went, "Oh yeah, no problem. You want to see her face, DTM?" She was not happy at all. She went, 42 quid. I went, "Yeah, but that is with tax." That makes a difference. You know
they're expensive though. They never seem to go down in price. They always.
I like him though, and the thing, and then over here, Dave, last year, or I think it was last year, they did a big thing, NECA, with Walmart, where it was only 20 or 20 quid. That was it, $20 or $25. That was it, and they were selling. So I bought the ET one, you know, on the bike. I remember Geek Strong buying it, so I thought I'll buy that. No, I've never opened any of my NECA. I've kept them closed, and that's not because of this thing that you just want to talk to you both about. There's a lot of people that say, "Oh, don't open NECA because it breaks or whatever." Have you two ever had any of those issues or not?
Yeah, with an ET, I took it out of the box right excited, you know, and I pulled it out, started messing with its arms, and it just snapped clean off. The joint had come off and everything. So I mean, I glued it back on and just got on with it. But yeah, so now when I get one, I will, you know, be a bit more careful with it. Zap it with a dryer, sit it out in the sun for a bit, and then they're all good to go.
Oh. Yeah, I agree. The hairdryer is key with some of the NECA, especially the movie ones. Like, if the movie ones I think are a finer, more delicate product, like the Defenders of the Earth ones, it's like they built them more for play, so they're a little more durable, like the Flash Gordon Defenders of the Earth, Phantom, like that. But yeah, like I've broken, I don't know, a few of the Predator accessories, you know, like trying to land or like you know, and then you just like, you know, but luckily I've never had like a whole limb.
Predators can be a bit fiddly because of all the smaller bits you get with them. They're awful.
Yeah. Jonathan says those Gremlins are awesome. Mr. Weishouse says, "I'm considering buying some of those Gremlins, not telling Steph, and then hiding around the house."
That's the best thing to do because you can just put them anywhere.
And then Des writes, "Do you like sleeping in the barn, Scott?"
get a little recording, and then as she's walking by, play on your phone, the giggle.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite ever memories of Gremlins was when Lucy was about 8, 9, right? So she's about 8, 9, and I'm watching it. And so it must have been Christmas. I like watching Gremlins at Christmas. I'm watching it, and she'd never seen it, whatever. She walks in exactly when the kitchen scene's about to start, right? Walks in there. So I don't say a word, boys. I just sat, because remember, we were about that age when we saw it. You know what I mean? So she sat down and she watched it and she went,
it's so horrific, that microwave thing. It
was the microwave one that got it. Or the blender, when he stuck one in the blender and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Her face
that's one of the greatest movies, I tell you.
Oh, I love
both of them. I like both of them.
Yeah, I do.
Home Depot has 4 Gremlins animatronics coming this year, 3 sets, and the stripe from the second movie. They are bigger than life size. About 4. They do great though. You saw the R2 that they do at Home Depot and all that sort of stuff. So a lot of lads have got the flashy one, which is the most iconic one. I like the one where I saw it at Toy Fair where they were bringing the neck out and they do that diorama of them all in the bar. Looks brilliant.
Yeah,
cool. They're all in there. It goes back to what we said about toy rooms. If you have a diorama, it has to look messy and everything, doesn't it? Because it's full of gremlins,
Yeah.
That's a bold strategy, Scott. Let us know that one. yeah. NECA should have done Critters and Tremors line.
Critters, definitely. Yeah.
They've never done it, even though the base that they do the horror stuff, don't they, NECA? So they've never done them too.
It's got to be a licensing thing because you'd think they'd be straight on it, wouldn't they? The amount of horror stuff they churn out.
Yeah.
And they've never done.
Yep.
No, I suppose you're right. No, they've never done that way. I'm not really a big horror fan, but I do like the look of the figures. Do you know what I mean? The Freddys and the Jasons and all that sort of stuff.
Collecting the NECA figures for years, but you don't realise how many you've got until you like tonight when I was getting them all together. Oh, I can show that one off. I can show that one off.
I've only got a few more. I'd say a handful, like the Dungeons and Dragons ones, the Jaws ones. I got the Jaws ones. The first, they were brilliant. Loved them. G4's got me that Christmas Story Ralphie, which I could not believe that they'd made a figure of that. And it comes like what you were saying before, Damon, about the cloth. It came with his jumper and his pair of trousers and all. So I've got a few of them, so I like them. That sounds awesome, Dino, about the 4 foot lads. You could dress up and join them. Oh, brilliant. Scott, if you do that, don't be surprised if you found one cut up in the blender or one bed in the microwave. Yeah. I love that the NECA big chap kind of replica. It's just no room and it's 2.5 foot. Yeah, they do those massive ones, don't they? I've seen them. Have you ever?
Yeah.
Would you like to get one of them, Damon, or DTM?
Yeah. It's like Jonathan said, it's the room. It's massive. And it's still a keeping box, I think, that as well.
I couldn't do it. It'd be the same size as my wife, so I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Do you know?
Oh, man.
Birthday girls here. Hello, lovely lads. We'll have to catch one a replay. Stu's already asleep with a migraine. Much love to you all. Well, I hope he gets better soon, Georgie. Nice to see you, pal. I've often been accused of being a hoarder, but then I keep things that remind me of certain times and people. Everything has memories attached. I've always said that. Always said my room's like an album. You know,
and that's just it too. Is like my memory is so bad that I would keep things as mementos because having that physical item would then make the memory come back.
Yeah.
But then, you keep getting older and you keep accumulating that junk. And then it's like, do you ever go through it then to have the memories again? And then, so that was one of the earliest purges was like, I don't know, maybe 15, 20, like regular size boxes of just things, just random things all tossed out.
Well, I'll give you and I hope DTM doesn't mind me saying this. But we're at Joe Fest, and there's a couple of things that I don't really make a list, but there's a couple of things I'm after and so forth, right? So I'll go to Joe Fest this year, and they did a Walmart exclusive G.I. Joe Duke in the red, white, and blue. And you know what? As soon as I say Walmart exclusive, you might as well just forget it. You got no chance. Do you know what I mean? They're awful at it. So I thought, well, it'll probably be a bit more money when I go to Joe Fest, but that's what I want to get. Do you see what I mean? So I'm looking at it, and some of the prices for them original and them first Joes on 6-inch had been out 18 months. I mean, they wanted $175 for the snake eyes, and I was like, it came out like 2 years ago. But anyway, I wanted that, and I thought, and she told me, well, saw one, told me a price, and I thought, all right, fair enough, and whatever. And I thought, I'll have a look round. He'd bought it for me. He'd come up and said, Shabby, so what's happened now is that toy in my display has a story. Yeah. So it hasn't turned into a toy I've wanted, and it's made by this and that. But DTM got me that at Joe Fest in 2026. Well, and then they're always DTM. Oh, yeah. See what I mean? So by looking at a piece of plastic on a shelf, it's just turned into a 20-minute story.
Yeah, that's some of my things have got a little story like that attached to it as well. So it's nice, isn't it? It's nice to just think about.
I think it's lovely. I mean, it's like I say, I keep all my notes, everything, even someone that's wrote a scrappy piece of paper, Shabby, I keep it, and the toys and all that sort of stuff. And it's nice because when you do go around your rooms and you do look at it, people come into your mind straight away. Do you see what I mean?
Don't you? There'll be a little, like you say, a little note with it.
Yeah, and so I just love stuff like that. It's dolls on Amazon right there, says G. I don't keep everything, Damon. I just get rid of my ex-wife's.
Well, and that's the thing too, is like I told you about, my folks and everything. The ironic thing is neither of them had the patience or the tolerance for the other's crap. So my mom would be like, your dad's got this, your dad's got this. My dad's like, she's got this. And it's like, you're both crazy. Just stop. Just stop. Yeah. But he got so mad, like one time years ago, he had a bucket in the garage of broken hose nozzles. And I just tossed them in the trash. I was taking their trash out and I just tossed them in there. And he was like, what? I was like, what? What, we could have tried to fix them and sell them on the corner for a nickel. What?
I'm a sucker for that, though. I won't. It's like you go into my shed and there's pieces of pipe. There's even pieces, a rail that you hold curtains on, and it comes in halves. There's even one of those, not both of them, just in case I find the other one day. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, I don't know how my wife puts up with it and so forth, but I tried that once with her, and I swear, I'm still here to breathe to tell the story of when my wife was kicking off about the amount of stuff in the shed and the amount of stuff in here, and I opened the door to the bedroom, showed all her bags and all that and all the shoes. I tell you what, that was the way, because I thought I've got one up on her here. Look at that. And I tell you what, how I survived that night was how I survived was ridiculous.
Marriage.
Yeah. Anyway, there's your honorable mentions, kids. Let's get to your number 5. DTM, I've got you right there. What's your number 5, buddy?
Right, now this is an older NECA figure, but they re-released it a couple of years back. Hannibal Lecter.
Ooh.
It comes in like a nice prison diorama. There's a little bit of carpet there. It's not carpeted throughout, but he's got a little bit of carpet. It's what he's had for dinner. And it's a better likeness, this one, than I don't know if you can see that, but the older one, it would have been off the likeness, and this is it's not posable or anything. I'll get rid of that. It's not posable. It comes more like a statue.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because that's the other thing. I remember the Back to the Future figures NECA made, and when I saw them in Walmart at DTM, I opened them. I thought, are these is the articulation on them very limited on all of them, or just a certain few?
The older ones. I've got another one here. I'll show you later on. I think this is from about 15 years ago, but they've released it, but they've not updated any of the articulation or all like that. They just give it a new paint job, more of an head thing, so you can do that. One of the favourite lambs, so he's got mask on. But
it's gorgeous, and that's the thing, is they do such a good job with them.
I mean, you can't really tell on there, but are you seeing that? Are you seeing Anthony Hopkins with his red beard?
Yeah.
Well, that's Hannibal Lecter. Big fan of the film, and there's not much Hannibal Lecter merchandise around, so get what you can when you see it.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie in years.
Oh, it's one of the best
years.
I'm
liking it.
Edge.
What? Sorry, DTM, you cut out a bit there, mate. What did you say, pal?
You filmed it in a way where it doesn't age. Silence of the Lambs. It can be watched at any sort of time frame. It's one of my favourites. And Anthony Hopkins plays a blinder in it, and so does Ted Levine, Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
I remember Jodie Foster was in it. He won the Oscar, didn't it? I'm sure he did. When was it? 89, 90, around there. I'm sure it was.
91.
Yeah.
Wow, already that old. I'll have to watch that again. Anytime.
time of day.
So good. Yeah, it's timeless. It is so good.
No wonder you dye your hair, Shabby. Well, all right. You must have done it right money for your life. Scott Whitehouse says, I've got the old Nick and Michael Myers. His hands swivel and his head turns, but apart from that, he's essentially a statue.
The other ones are all like that.
Yeah.
But now in the Ultimate series where you get more bends in them. And
look at that. Hannibal looks nothing like George Peppard.
no.
Brilliant. He's an incredible movie. Yeah, I wonder if they'll ever reboot that, or ever do that one, or do that.
No, I think it's too to me. It's too perfect of a movie to touch. It's like Back to the Future. You won't want to see that get remade, will you? So
no chance.
You'd have to be an egomaniac to think you could pull that off. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Early NECA figures are like early McFarlane figures, very limited. That's right, because I remember McFarlane, Kieran, doing the Walking Dead. I got bang into Walking Dead, but I didn't buy it. But then they came out a few years after, and they were, I think, but the novelty had worn off. Right?
I've got a few of the Walking Dead ones, and they're just rigid, aren't they? But stick in their hand or a gun.
Yep.
Does that not bother you two then? Because you hear a lot of people in our communities, it always makes me laugh. The TVC guys do it. They go mad on articulation, but never bloody open them, keep them on the car park. You know what I mean? You know,
because once they're on a shelf, I think they still look good. You know what I mean? So a little tweak here and there, perhaps, but
I wanted the handle.
It depends. Oops,
no, go on, Damon. I'm sorry. Go on.
Oh, that's right. I was just gonna say it just depends on the line. You know, if it's something that you really want to play with and have little fights and everything with, then you want it to do stuff. But if you just want it to look good, if you're buying it because it looks so good, like the Hannibal or the early McFarlane, like I have the Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it looks great. I don't need it to do anything.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. Yeah.
Hi, John. Hi, George. You see, articulation to me, and I've said this before many times, has never been a thing to me because it's not, especially at this age. It's like when all the new Motu came out and a few lads were kicking off saying it doesn't do the gimmicks, the swivel doesn't do, and the arm. But all I'm doing is buying them, opening them, and sticking them on the shelf to display them. Yeah. Do you see what I mean? If I was a kid, I'd probably turn around and say, but I'm not playing with my stuff. And the fact that when we first started, Action Force, Star Wars, I put articulation. It was your imagination that did everything else, wasn't it? So I just left it as that, really, to take. Is that how you two feel? And you're not really, because that Hannibal thing is always a kid out there playing with Ellen with it. Oh, Ellen, you're just on there. Yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, let's have a look. Evening, John. So John McGuire's turned up. Nice to see you, John. George is here. I knew a TVC collector once. We grew apart when I found out why. Oh, brilliant. Don't forget, Brian Cox originally played Hannibal Lecter in the movie Manhunt.
Good in that one. Yeah.
No idea at all about that. Right. All right, buddy. What's your number 5?
Number 5 is a vehicle. So this guy, I saw this fella on Instagram, and what he does is he takes the old Tonka trucks like this, or the Nylids, the old pressed steel trucks, and he refurbishes them and cleans them up and everything, and then he hand paints them and does other things like this. This is gold, like gold foil or gold flake or what have you.
Yeah.
And so he just does a really nice job. On Instagram, it's Heart Vintage or Hearts Vintage. He hasn't posted in a good long while.
Look at that DTM.
Yeah, look cool. Games on the back. Nice.
Tonka toys. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I just it was just so beautiful, and he has a ton of them, or he did, that he had done. And look at the articulation.
Wheel spins and everything.
I don't know that bumper, shiny.
Yeah.
Chromed up. Yeah.
I mean, you get the lens flare. Look at J.J. Abrams over here. Look at that.
I bet that's nice for toy photography, though, so if you put your figures in front of it and so forth.
Well, and that's just it. It's like I used it in my. I had my little my Jack Burton and my Kim Cattrall from the I did a little thing where this was their card, and I put like a "Just Married" on the back of it, They were trying to head off to their honeymoon or what have you, but she was still hypnotized in her because it was the reaction figure, so she was in her low pan wedding gown, And, in the little story, she was still hypnotized by Lopan and Jack's going on.
You do that though, because if you follow Damon on Instagram, you make these stories out of your toys. It's awesome because you do like pages, so you flick on the next one to see the part. When did you start getting into all that, making stories from him?
Honestly, I think it was COVID, and I think the very first toy photo I took was NECA Gremlins, ironically enough, and they were just sitting on the windowsill, and it was winter and everything, and it was the carolers, with the candy cane and the hat and scarf.
Oh yeah.
And so I posted I think I took a picture of that and I posted it in a Facebook movie group that I was in at the time. And then I had then they had a contest to do like a mock-up movie poster. So I did the Gremlins I used a NECA Gremlin, but I also had the Funko Gizmo in the car. So I did a little movie poster with that. And, then I was just like, I think I joined her or whatever on Instagram. And I was like, oh, people are doing this. I mean, people are doing it way better than I do it. Mine are just for fun. I don't pretend I'm not out here trying to get jobs as a toy photographer or anything. Mine are just for fun. But I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I was like, wow, people do this. And then it's like, I can do multiple pictures per post. I can do a little story. And back then it was like 10. You're limited to 10 slides.
But you make yours look like a comic kind of strip, the way you put the things on it. So
that's what I try to do. Yeah, and that was the thing. I was like, when I first started doing it, I was doing underneath the photo, I would write the story in a caption, basically. And I realized that nobody fucking reads captions. So like, I was like, all right, well, let me figure out how to put the words on the picture and do it that way. So fun. The
amount of people that wrote in those caps, Shabby's a right scumbag, but I never noticed. I never read him. Do you know what I mean? So, talking of American trucks, can anyone confirm if G-Force has a pair of steel bollocks hanging off the back?
I've seen those things.
I think that truck was in an episode of Chip, says Gaz. Brilliant. Okay, tried, Connor. They wouldn't sell them to me. I'm not redneck enough, apparently. You can bother some of mine. I'm definitely redneck enough. Scott, do you think that's why the sequel figures flopped? Because they went back to 5 POA instead of 11 POA, which is a legacy range there? I don't know, really. Well, do you think that? I always get upset about toys nowadays when you look at that. Why did he flop? And why didn't I like Copy saying? It's sad to me. Is it not to you too?
No, not really.
No. I don't really think about it.
No. I suppose it was the same when the Motu film came out. It's on in 2 days, by the way. Amazon's got it on in 2 days. I've watched about 50 times, so I loved it. And it was a fresh approach to me, DTM, because I came out thinking I don't care whether other people like it or not. I thought it was awesome. Do you know what I mean? And I think we forgot that along the line. You tend to go with the crowd, don't you? If you don't like it, or not sure, whatever. But I liked it. Did you two like it?
I did. Yeah, Helen enjoyed it more than I did, which I was.
Yeah, it was brilliant. I absolutely loved it. What about you, Damon? Have you seen it yet?
Oh yeah. My niece texted me because my grandniece, her daughter, I bought her the Eternia set, and so she's been playing with the Motu figures and stuff and other figures, and she texted me to go see it, and I was like, oh yes, please, because I didn't want to bug her because I didn't think they'd want to go see it, and she reached out. I was so excited, and I got her I got my grandniece the Power Sword zipper,
Oh yeah.
You mean that right there?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You want to see my wife's face when I bought that, boys? You want to see her face?
It's funny because when I told Shamika, with the Battle Cat and the Grayskull and everything, and I was like, I didn't get anything. She's like, oh good. Oh,
it was weird. I watched Geek Strong's video, right? And Geek Strong goes to see it, and he does all the popcorn buckets and so on. And he did the Grayskull and he did the Battle Cat and all that, and then he's telling me it's $50 for it, and I'm like, popcorn buckets. He's just got. So I walked in with that thing, lad, saying I'm not gonna start that because I know what's, like I said, going back to what sort of person I've got, I'll have to get another one and this and that. So I'm not gonna do it. Get to the cinema, DTM and Damon. All these lads our age, you know what I mean, holding battle cats, holding the sword. So I went, I need that. And my wife went, what? I need that sword. She went, what is it? What you're trying to explain to your wife what it is? It's a drinks dispenser.
But how much was it in your theater?
40 quid, $39.99.
Okay, because I think that's what mine was. Because I've heard prices where the Battle Cat and the Castle were like way cheaper than ours. Like mine was like, I think the Castle was like 80 or something like that.
Wow, was it?
Yeah.
So there was one left, and that was all it was. So I went there and got it one left, and I was proud as punch that it was like an omen. It was like meant to be that I got the last one. So I sat there, but then she goes, "Go and put it in the car. You're not swinging that." So I got taking this soon. I had to go and put it in the car like some 5-year-old. Oh, okay, then put it in the car.
That's who I saw. I mean, it wasn't you, but obviously, but when I pulled into the movie theater parking lot, there was a dude. He had an AT-AT under one arm, and the Castle Grayskull under the other. But
that's what it was. But you see the smile on these lads' faces, David, don't you? Like, look what I've got. So I have to be one of those guys.
Well,
I have to have it. You know?
He's in the crosswalk, and I stop, and I'm like,
yeah. But I think that's it. I think that's it. Although I said that, there's the Jaws one, the Jaws 50th right there that I bought. You know, it came as the yellow barrel.
From that yellow barrel thing.
Yeah. But I was all right with that because I thought that was going to be expensive. It was 18 quid. So I was like, oh, bargain. So then when I went to that one, they've gone up and I thought, but that'll be it until another movie comes out.
The things just starting to trickle over here now. We're starting to see it a little bit more over here. You know, your popcorn bucket and your drinks dispenser. Well, not to what you guys have over in States.
Oh, they go mad for it over here. And there's another thing too. Again, watching Geek Strong's video, he showed they've all got them on like displays now, isn't it? You know, they're all there. And well, yeah, it was worth getting. Like I said, I'm not going to go mad with it, but I loved that movie, and I've waited for a proper He-Man movie forever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, do you have to watch Mo 1 before seeing Mo 2?
Very good.
Oh, very good there. Very good. Let's have a look. Connor sent you proof. All right. I think it's more likely because the films were crap and the characters mostly hateful. But if I remember, the likeness and paint apps were quite good. I did have 2 to 3 Force Awakens. I got the whole set. I gave it my nephew for Christmas, everything. All my Rogue One, all the play sets, all the vehicle. I bought everything when it comes to Force Awakens.
I bought quite a bit, but...
Well, I could have easily gone into a shop and sold it all and got nothing for it. But I thought, you know what? One of my favourite memories, DTM, is when I was a kid and my mum had got us all that Star Wars. I thought, I'm going to play it forward. And I did it for my nephew. And so he woke up that Christmas and over 100 figures, how many places, and all box never opened. But you know what I mean?
I think that they brought out for the Force, I think it was Force Awakens, like a thing where you put on your wrist. And
that's
then
right. The comlink.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tried that again, didn't they? Bless him. That was for I think they tried that Last Jedi that came out for that when the Last Jedi came out. Or what is it, Solo or something? I remember that, yeah. Especially if you fill it with Fireball JT. It's all Dino's fault, popcorn buckets, yeah. But I like watching these videos on him because it's like something I'll never dive into a lot. But it is due to do that, it's nice to watch other people's videos because you know you're never going to collect it.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff he's got, I'll never get over here unless you go on eBay and you pay over odds. Yeah, he has an alien bucket. That thing's amazing.
Yeah. He did really well at Joe Fest too, didn't he? Because he made that video on his list and half that stuff on his list because we've been to Joe Fest DTM. I'm like, I don't think he's going to find that, and he found most of it. You know, the little horror things that he wanted to know, and things I'd never even seen or never even heard of.
The jigglers or whatever.
That's right. Yeah, and he found them, bless him. So he did a good job, man. Anyway, number 5. Oh, sorry, Damon, what?
Oh, I was going to say, I love watching the videos of things that I don't collect because it's more fun. Like, you know, it's like if I've got it, I don't need to necessarily see a video about it. But if it's something cool and I get to see someone else's excitement for it, yeah.
Yeah, I like the best of both worlds too, though. It's like when I wanted to get into the mass, Reynolds had done all the videos on the QC on them, and it was really interesting to do. And one thing I was proud of our Luke for them videos because he never told people, "Oh, you don't buy." He just said, "This is what I think." And so when I bought them, I didn't, you know. So I do like watching people's videos for different, you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're trying to decide what to buy, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and you know, you got to find the ones who are honest. Because, you know, there's the guys out there that get them for free or whatever, and they're just like, you know, making a video about how, you know, cheerleading, and then it's like, you get it, and then it's crap, and you're like, why can't you tell the truth?
I think most of us toy collectors, though, DTM and Damon, I think we'll make our own minds up when it comes to movies and this and that, don't we? You know, I don't think I've ever been swayed by anybody not to get something or not to watch something, and then I make my own mind up, you know. So, but
no, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Right, let's get to number 4. we got you right there. What's your number 4, pal?
Oh, so at Joe Fest, actually, he's there. Matt LaCroix is a figure maker customizer.
Brilliant stuff he makes. Brilliant.
Yeah, and you can reach out to him at any time and commission him to make you a figure.
Wow.
So I've got this list that I want to do over the years, and I've gotten a few from him, and I've gotten my show enough because he's impossible to get. You can ask GeForce. He's impossible to get at Joe Fest because it's one of the first ones that sells.
Yeah.
And then he's made 2 more for me, and this is therefore. If GeForce asks, I'll show enough because I didn't get to show it last time I was on when he asked, but. He made Crocodile Dundee.
Oh.
Look at that!
Amazing.
And so this is 3 3/4. And as far as I know, one of the reasons he's where he is in the list is because he hadn't made him before, and I don't think he's made him since for anybody else.
Right.
So there's his.
How long does it take for him to make him, Damon?
I'm not sure. Because you may like he's one of the ones he's still making for me is Bruce Leroy from Last Dragon. Because my wife the show enough is actually hers. One of her favorite movies, and we have a signed photo that because we met Tymok, who played Bruce Leroy we met him at New York Comic Con in 2019. And he signed one of his photos to her and everything, and we took pictures, of her with him and everything, which was so cool. And that's probably been on his list now to make for maybe 8 months. But once he starts, he's quick about it. But it's like he has to get to it on the list, and I think it has to do with a certain parts availability, his own inspiration and everything else, So yeah, but this is the next one, and he's fully playable, So.
And he does it in the O-ring style, right?
Yeah, he can do. Well, here, just segue, I guess. I keep them all together, so that's how he's here to play with. But here's the show enough. You see how these hands are more like the Marauders, more modern. Yeah. But he's still an O-ring. But his hands are the classic Joe type hands.
Yeah.
So he can do it either way. You see how the arms are now. It's basically all about the forearms at that point.
They're cool as well because they'll fit in with your Joes and your O-rings. You know what I mean? So that's awesome, man. That is absolutely awesome.
They're so cool. They're so fun. And, they're pricey, but that's, it's somebody's art, I'll never shy away, from paying somebody for their art. People want to bargain down everything, and it's like, dude, somebody spent like 23 hours on that, and you want to pay them $10.
Yeah. Someone did it because we're in the furniture business, and my wife always put out that thing that it said, when people say you'll make something, and they'll say, "I will give you $50 for it," and you're like, so my wife put this thing out. We sand it, we paint it, we restore it. It shows everything that we've done for that. Do you know what I mean? Yep. And then she wrote at the bottom, but people want to offer you $50.
Get it.
Question for the lads: would you like to see figures for Grace and Rocky from Project Hail Mary? And where you get them? That film. Did you like it, that film, boys?
Yeah, very good film. That best film I've seen, that without a doubt. Yeah,
brilliant. I think I would get. I don't think I'd go for there's not really a line to do there, is there? There's not.
No. Okay.
Yeah. But I'd definitely get that. It's funny that because I'm not a Ryan Gosling fan, but I thought it was fantastic in this. Do you know what I mean? I just,
it was so good.
Entertaining film and all. It kept you interested, even though you're fully aware of what was going on.
I really want a Rocky. Yeah, it's funny because it was a rock, wasn't it? But it had so much character. It was ridiculous. Now they did it, going learning the language. And all that.
Man.
Yeah. Surprised Nico hasn't made them, to be honest. They're normally quick on the ball for stuff like that, says Jonathan. Rob Sweatshell's here. Howdy, everyone. Honestly, can say 3 of the nice. Well,
cheers,
I think the same way about you are, Rob. I think the same way about you, buddy. It's nice to see you, pal. I was thinking it'd be right up Neckers Street. Yeah. Howdy, everyone. Oh, I've just read that. I apologise. That's not enough.
Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you remember those figures? Those films when we were kids? Because was it big in America, Damon? Because England, Crocodile Dundee was massive, wasn't it? To be honest,
Yeah, everyone at school were copying all the dialogue. That's not life. Yeah.
That's an action figure. This is
It's
an
cool.
action figure.
Did it come on a card back, Damon, or was it just like a loose figure?
What's that?
Did it come on a card back, or was it just a
loose? Yeah,
right.
Just loose. Because he does have it at Joe Fest. You probably saw them. He has exclusives that he does with cards and everything.
Yeah.
But no, this is just loose. A card back would be cool, but I bet I could find somebody on Etsy who does that.
I know a few people.
Yeah.
Just direct your feet to a Daddy's Green Pizza. Look at that. Brilliant. Crocodile 2 is one of those sequels that's actually better than the original.
To me, they're neck and neck. I know I like it better. I don't know if I would say it's better. And it's only because I love the story. I love that movie, Crocodile Dundee. I love them both, but number 2.
There's a third one as well in LA or something. I never even knew. I knew that I think until Tez brought it up on ZSR. And I was like, a third one?
Yeah. That's not great.
No.
The fourth one, they did a fourth one very recently.
What?
I think it was called like the Fantastic Mr. Dundee or something like that. And
with Paul Hogan.
Yeah, I think it's one of those like meta things where it was like, he's playing the character, but he's playing himself kind of. I can't remember it very well, but I want to say it wasn't bad. It's not like,
wow.
Obviously, I don't remember it perfectly, so that's why it's not.
I never do that. Did you know that one? There's a fourth one. Oh, Steve will go. And then there's number 8. And what? Brilliant. Right, DTM, what's your number 4?
So we've got this. I do apologise for Freddy Krueger haters. Yeah. There he is, Freddy Krueger. This is from original Nightmare on Elm Street. And that kind of Budweiser I've put in there myself. It didn't come with it. His hat comes off and he's got an ugly face.
He did scare the shit out of me when I was a kid. He did.
Yeah. He's got no eyebrows. It reminds me of someone. Yeah. I think this is one, I spoke about where he didn't have any articulation. They brought out a Freddy years ago. It was just a stationary figure like Hannibal Lecter is. But this one's one of the ultimate range. Came with more interchangeable heads, hands, and eagle-eyed viewers will know this is the original Freddy because of the sleeves on the jumper. They're not stripy.
Yeah.
Right, so that's when it's like the original version of it, basically.
Any other Freddy movie afterwards, you had the whole stripes on the shirt.
Do you like a good horror movie?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can't stand them. I can't stand them.
No, right? They're not a patch on what they used to be like, but yeah.
Are you the same way, Damon? Do you like a good horror movie?
I love horror movies.
Wow,
honestly,
you must be a weirdo.
It's the genre that is probably most on my television. Honestly, yeah. And I don't like the torture porn. Like I don't like ones where like. Hostile, like that.
Oh, I can't watch any of the gory stuff. Not a chance.
Yeah, stuff like that. I get a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's gory with a fun story or a good story, yeah. I'm okay. But that's just like, okay, I'm sat in a chair and you're beating on me. It's
Flash movies. That's what I like to call them.
Yes,
like Flash kind of movie.
What are you doing, Freddy? I just heard this week they're doing a
they're rebooting it again. Yeah, they are.
See what that's like.
The thing is, though, like yourself who's buying the figures, there's definitely a franchise for that. There's definitely fans of the horror genre, isn't there?
It's everything 80s. It's never gone away. Everything's come back, or it's coming back. They're doing more.
So the very excellent Mr. Dundee.
2020.
Yeah, the unofficial 4th movie.
All right, I'll have to check that out.
It's not bad. It's not.
Yeah,
bad.
You can watch it for both of us. Let me know
if you hate it, you heard it somewhere else.
The Nightmare on Elm Street movies are pure so good. Wisecracks and Freddy's, the Butchers are supporting the cast was cool at the time. Do you know what though, Jono? Right, so my wife's never seen them ever. She didn't grow up watching any of that until so about 4 or 5 years ago. I said it was COVID, and I said, "Oh, we'll put one on. We'll watch one." Do you know what I mean? See what it's like, and it was awful. It was like, and it made me feel a bit embarrassed to tell you the truth, because I was like, I was scared of this as a kid. Do you know?
Well, I got obsessed with it when I was a kid because he brought out all the films, obviously, and then he brought out a TV show. It was on really late at night on Channel 4.
Right.
Freddy Bears, do you remember that?
No, I never knew there was a TV show.
Stories. Freddy was boring in them, you know. He was just more like a narrator in some of them, but yeah. So I was quite obsessed with Freddy.
Wow,
Freddy's awesome. I mean, even one of the guiltiest pleasures is Freddy versus Jason.
That's not
really.
That's good film.
Yeah,
no,
so
I mean, only took me recently when Tess told me to watch the Alien, and that was the thing I was really pissed off about because I watched all the Alien movies in one go. Every night I watched a different one, so I was quite lucky in the fact that I got them all at one, and I loved every one of them. And I was thought, these aren't scary though. I could have watched these as a kid.
The bits in them where it's more creepy than scary, isn't it?
Yeah,
I agree with that, buddy. Yeah, I still have my official Freddy Krueger Halloween costume, says TJC. Shabby should watch Barbarian. What's Barbarian?
Oh man,
yeah.
That means I shouldn't watch it, right, Damon? Is that what you try?
If you can't handle horror, then you probably stay away from Barbarian.
Kim and Bull says a very excellent Mr. Dundee is a comedy movie with Paul Hogan, but it's not a sequel to. So, but does he? Well, he must play Mick Dundee then.
It's adjacent. It's Crocodile Dundee adjacent.
Wow. Dalgley said he loves 80s and 90s horror. A lot of people, to me, the worst is things like The Ring. Also, I mean, I eventually get round to watching him, but because I can't stand, boys, the anticipation. That build up and the music, and then nothing, and the worst is when nothing happens. That drives me out. And, do you know what I mean?
What's going to happen? And you're really quiet.
I feel a bit sorry for my wife, DTM, because she loves them sort of movies, but no, it's not. I'd rather watch Wicked.
Oh, well, there you go.
Didn't they try a Nightmare reboot a few years ago?
They were, weren't very good.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. He was a good actor, him and all. I can't remember his name. He played in Watchmen, wasn't he? I can't remember his name, but he wasn't bad in it.
Oh, that's right. In from Watchmen, you read that was like about 10 years ago, that wasn't it? So
something like that. Might even be longer.
Well, let me ask you both a question. Being Freddy fans or whatever, which is the best way to go? Because Jonathan was saying before about the wisecracks and should it be campy humor or should it be pure horror?
I think with Freddy it works. I think you need the wisecracks and the slight campiness. I think with Freddy that's it. That's him. But I want to see a version where he were a proper dark character without any comedy or anything like that in it. I'd just like to see. It's a shame because Robert Englund's getting no younger now, is he? So I doubt
70s, gotta be.
I'd love to do a take on Freddy with him playing it back.
Yeah, I think it'd be. It's that's the thing. It's like it'd be so hard to do because to match his ability and energy. And to get the wisecracks, but the horror, and to try to recapture that now, I don't know how to do it. But that's kind of like, to me, that's how it has to be. Because I mean, he has to be there. He's not just slashing you physically; he's slashing you with the jokes and everything.
Yeah. So he's like a version of the Joker in a way, isn't he? More horror.
So
type of thing. The Exorcist was always one of I've never seen it, Mr. B. Never seen it. No.
Sorry. Alien 3, yes.
I like that one. Yeah.
Very good.
I recently saw the one of the ultimate cuts of that. Because they've done so many different versions of it or whatever. Yeah, and that was much better than the theatrical. Yeah.
Mr. B showing up. Rob's Retro says nothing scared me more as a kid as the scene with Johnny. I forgot Johnny Depp. Yeah, Keenan's just said that before. My parents had a waterbed, and I would be scared at night. I would sleep on the floor. I'm not getting in that. Can I turn off? I'm not getting in there. You don't laugh. BOE easy, right? BOE. When I first saw Jaws as a kid, that was one of the best things I did, Gaz, last year was go to see the 40th last year. I'd never seen it on the big screen. And it's funny because Suki sat next to me, and the bit when the head comes out there, when he's under the water, and I swear she jumped about 3 foot. I laughed about it.
But see, that's just it. It's like horror movies when the younger you are and the less world experience and cynicism and everything that you've had in your life, it works best for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really it. I mean, once you reach a certain age, the world's horrible enough.
Yeah, good point.
That's the way I work it out. TJC says, "Did you ever watch any of the Not really. I've never seen a Halloween movie. I've never seen a Friday the 13th movie. I've never seen I've seen a couple of the Freddy's, but I just think it wasn't my genre really, and I don't like Geekstruck. I mean, G4 said before, it's the anticipation and all that. That is why you watch him. You love that jump scare and all that. I hate that. So what's the point of me watching him? Do you know what I mean? Right. The old Japanese. Yeah, I watched The Ring and stuff like that. And I watched a couple of those Insidiouses and then the Paranormal Activity ones. So I have seen a couple of them, but never as I've got older in life. Do you know what I mean? And there's a certain amount of things. All the lights have to be on. Without a shadow of a doubt, it has to be watched between 3 and 6 o'clock, so it's still daytime. I'm absolutely pathetic with it. I really am. Let's have a look. Shabby, you like? Yeah. Well, no, I won't be watching. But I love it. I'm a Hallmark guy at Christmas. My wife goes mental. I love him. You know what I mean? The end of Sleepaway Camp leaves rent free. So you're bringing up movies I've never heard of. Yeah, it is. What would you class Jaws as a horror, lads? I know it's a horror and it's a genre is horror, but would you class it as a horror?
It's hard to class it, isn't it, as something, Jaws? It's film everyone knows about.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really an adventure.
Horror suspense.
Suspense, yeah, because there's not even a ton of action, so you can't really call it action. Yeah, it's horror suspense. I think that's the best word. Yeah,
I agree with Damon and DTM. I think it's more of a suspenseful thing that and I think as well because when that shark, I don't want to spoil it for anyone. It's only a 15-year-old movie. When the shark bites him, you kind of expect it because it's a shark. Do you know, it's been after these bastards for all the movie. Do you know what I mean? So you'd be more gutted if it didn't eat one. You'd be like, oh, they all got away with it.
And then, but by the time you get to the fourth one, it's
Yeah.
I like the Fog Undead Leper Pirates. Is he making that up?
The Fog. The Fog.
Fog is awesome.
I remember dreaming of a talking pigeon. Well, anything that talks animal-wise would scare the shit out of me, so I know exactly what you mean there. I like the Peter Kay advert. He says to his daughter, "Don't be afraid of the cupboard monsters. It's the burglars." Jaws is a boys' adventure movie.
A boys' adventure movie.
That's the way of putting at it, yeah. Phantasm, Boy the Tall Man. No, Jaws is not. I don't think it is. I do think, however, it's a masterpiece. It is one of those movies, lads, my opinion, that I've seen it hundreds of times. It never gets boring, ever. But just never gets boring.
Is it a Christmas movie, though?
No, Jaws is definitely not a Christmas movie. So. Jaws was in the thriller section at my mum's video store. Right, Mr. B. See that? Yeah. Can you imagine your mum, Mr. B? Where do we put this? I'll put it in thriller. You'll be fine. Dawn of the Dead, no. John Carpenter's movies were awesome. I watched The Thing, and I watched The Thing a couple of years ago. Tess told me they were talking on set. I saw about the second one.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, the second one, and he said, "Oh yeah, Shabby, there's one. It's like a prequel in it, our DTM." So and then he said, "The Thing, Shabby," and I went, "I've never seen it." So I watched them both in one night, and that was awesome. I really enjoyed that.
The original's a classic. Oh. Yeah, the prequel sequel thing is pretty good as well.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Jaws isn't a documentary. Well, I saw the 40th anniversary in the theatre as well. I still jumped in my seat when the Jaws popped out of the water at Chief Brody.
Yeah.
You know what? The funniest thing is we have that conversation before we get to your number 3, lads, about the cinema. And we always say to ourselves, oh, we've got massive TVs at home and we don't need to go to the cinema. And a certain amount of movies, you don't have to do that. But when I saw Jaws on the big screen, it was actually the advert. We went to see something else, and they showed the advertisement for the 40th, and it showed obviously the sea with just the orca in it, and I went, it looked like a brand new movie to me.
Yeah.
And I said to Jenny, we've got to go and see this, and I tell you what, I am so glad I did because it's such a different movie, the scope of it, and the way Spielberg direct, the cinematography on that. Wow, man, it was like a completely different movie to me, so I'm glad I did.
I feel that people who say that aren't they're not like huge movie people. They can't see the difference. It's like it's like sometimes you watch movies with people and they just don't get that movie. You know, they don't get the acting. They can't see the subtleties. They can't see the differences. They can't see what. And you're just like, man, you almost feel bad for them. Like, how do you not appreciate, you know, a good movie like that? You know, and that's the thing, is like, if you really want to appreciate, I understand like action and, you know, the big scenes and everything you want to see on the big screen, of course, but like any movie you see in a dark theater is going to be better. It's just going to be better than at home. You know? Yeah,
I agree. Local heroes, hi pal, nice to see you. Everyone's turned up tonight. Everybody has. So me, Damon, and DTM, we really appreciate that. Thank you all. Jaws is character driven. It's a great film, even if you remove all the shark scenes. I've never thought about it like that, but that's a great thing to say.
Yeah,
that is a great, because you'll sit there listening to him tell the story of the Indianapolis, or the way they get together or when there's, you know, they're talking in the shed before they go out. He's exactly right. I never thought about it like that. Yeah, what a good way to look at it. Wow. Right. Anyway, look at me gabbing on. I'm going to keep you here till about 4 o'clock in the morning, DTM. Your Ellen's going to phone me going mental. Do you know what I mean? Shabby, get him off. You know what I mean? He's got cleaning to do. Anyway, here's your number 3. Once again, I've loved it. It shows like this when I do with my pals. Honestly, I could just talk and talk, and then you're looking at time, aren't you? Thinking, bloody
it's fun. Yeah.
Right, DTM. What's your number 3, buddy?
This bad boy here.
Oh wow!
It's the sandworm from Beetlejuice from Necker, obviously. It's got a jaw that opens and shuts.
Now that's awesome I bet that looks cool on display.
It comes. I don't know if you've seen the Beetlejuice.
Went to the cinema to see it. It's funny that we're talking about horrors, but I loved Beetlejuice, and I like this one. I liked it.
When this scene comes on near the end, I'm sorry if I've spoiled it for anyone, but you see him like fashion up in a bull. What would you call that?
Bullfighter. Yeah,
bullfighter. Yep. Yeah, Matador. That's what it is. Yeah.
So it's a brief. I think he's in it for a couple of seconds in that costume, and then I bought this as a 2-pack at the last Necker NEC Toy Fair. So I like that.
What did you think of it? What did you think of the second Beetlejuice?
I liked it. Yeah, I mean, I had things I didn't like about it, but I still enjoyed it. And Michael Keaton bossed it. He came in like you were Beetlejuice all over again.
You know what? It's weird. You wouldn't think there was 40 years between those movies when you looked at him, would you?
Right.
Yeah, granted, he's full of makeup or whatever, but I just thought it was.
He just switched it straight on and they were Beetlejuice again after all that time.
Yeah. So that's Necker that makes that as well, because obviously your theme is Necker.
It's weird. I mean, I do have quite a few Beetlejuice Necker figures, and they always do the head with slightly transparent hair, and I don't know why. Don't know why they do that.
So it's like it glows in the dark if you put a light behind it.
Yeah, but it's kind of see-through. I mean, you can't really tell. Yeah. I don't know, but they've always done it. Even when I've got another one here. No, I haven't. It's downstairs, but I've got another one where it's not got the articulation again. And if it's an older figure, but they still have the transparent hair. And I never know why.
I will say one thing though, Necker's done a cracking job on those Beetlejuice. They always look good.
Yeah,
they really do look good.
Most of them now. I need a couple more, but it's like the Gremlins. If I see them, I'll pick them up eventually. But that's one of my favorites because it does look like Michael Keaton.
Yeah, that's cool.
JT's asked us to stop saying Beetlejuice. He'll turn up. He really will turn up.
Not about that, but yeah, that's probably one of my favorites.
That's a great. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
VTR says Jaws is a musical. They just burst into song on the boat.
Yeah.
Don't want to spoil it. Don't spoil it. Mm-hmm.
Tim Burton's designs are always so cool. I agree with that. I do agree with that. I've loved all these bits. And I like Terminator, that general, because I love Wednesday. I love that TV show. I think it's, you so take it for what it is, and it's great,
It's so good.
Helen just brought me that up. And it's got the hair again. So I don't know why they do it.
Hi, House. Nice to see the ZSR quiz champion of making an appearance.
I'm
working on a script, working title: Jaws versus Godzilla. Any thoughts? Jono, a lake at night, floating on an energy, watching Jaws. I'd shut myself silly. I bet you did. No chance. Yeah, no way. Batman. JT says, stop saying Beetlejuice. Are you all crazy? Stop saying it. Do you know what I mean? Candyman. Never seen that either. Did you pick up any of the Beetlejuice stuff, Damon?
I got the one, was it the tour guide? The tour guide one?
I don't have. Yeah.
It's so, I can't grab it right now. It's blocked by boxes, or not boxes, but actual furniture that was in here that's in there right now. Yeah. But yeah, that one's really cool. After you said that about the hair, I need to go look and see, eventually.
It's weird. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's always baffled me.
One of the things I was tempted about DTM was, do you remember the diorama they made with the lights and stuff, the Beetlejuice? It was like a
the horror house.
The horror house thing. That looked fantastic.
Have you seen that anywhere? Because I can't see it over here.
No. Was it an exclusive, that Damon?
I think so. I think it was it a NECA store? It might have been a NECA online exclusive. Yeah.
That's the one.
It looks so good.
Oh, that was one of the. I tell you what, David, what Rob's saying now was one of the funniest things I've ever. So we were at Joe Fest 2 years ago, right? And Ellen was kicking off about a drink or whatever, doing something. She had this stripy dress on, black and white dress, and she looked lovely. Don't get me wrong, she looked really nice in it. But he turns out and goes, "Listen to you, looking like Beetlejuice." And I tell you what.
Oh no!
Never laugh like that.
Let me forget that. Yeah.
Oh, it was, at Joe Fest, you're exactly right, Rob. It was brilliant. Tony Todd was good in Candyman. Wow. Yeah. Dante's Inferno.
Tony Todd's good in everything.
Dante's Inferno. That's it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know who Tony Todd is. Anyway, what's your number 3, Damon?
Number 3 is, so I don't have very many of these Sofubis, which is the Japanese soft vinyl. There's one place here in the U.S. I think that makes proper Sofubi in Denver, I think, or Colorado somewhere. So this is by action figure maker named Neil Ewing, and his store online is Bombastic Plastic, and he had a Kickstarter for his Skrotor figure, which is basically like a customized or modified Metaluna mutant, from this island Earth. And if you just back the Kickstarter, you got the regular version.
Whoa!
But then you could put in, and if you put in extra money in the kit, in Caboodle, then you get the custom 1-to-1. So it even says on the bottom, it says Neil Ewing 1 of 1. And he would message you, and he would ask he'd make you pick 3 colors. And then he would ask different other questions like glitter or no glitter, or this, that, and the asymmetrical versus symmetrical. And so I went ahead and said asymmetrical, and you can see my 3 colors. Basically, you got blue, you got purple, you got green. He threw some silver in there. It's kind of glittery. I don't know if you can tell with the light.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
But it's got some articulation still. Look at the articulation, and then the legs move a little bit. But I mean, it's not for that. It's really just for the look and the hand painted job and everything. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's a good looking figure.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yes.
Yeah. So then
Rob goes, those figures look like they would be real fun with a couple of gummies. They're awesome. I can't work out the actual size of them. Are they like
here?
Now I can. Perfect. Well, they're big then.
Yeah. Yep. So Skrotor, and that's the name, I think, came from. Do you ever watch Mystery Science Theater 3000?
No, I don't think we had it in England, did we, DTM?
I remember seeing it, but I know about the show.
You know about the show? So They did one theatrical release where they took This Island Earth, and then they did their bit, with the on the bottom, and then the skits in between and everything. And one of the lines when they did that, when that came out, I drove through a freaking typhoon because it was only in one theater in Ann Arbor. So I had to drive all the way to Ann Arbor in this ridiculous downpour so I could watch it in the theaters. And one of the lines when the Metal and the Mutant came out and he's all injured and everything, and then one of the voiceover lines that they joked in there was give Uncle Scrotor a hug. Was what they were putting the dialogue in his mouth. And so I think that's where he got the name Scrotor for his, figure.
Scrotor. oh, look at this, lad. So here we go. So John's here and he says, hey, sorry. Before we have to do this now when John comes on.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, John, I forgot all about that. Hey, been floating around. We're out now, but I'm able to chat. So hello, everybody. Great show. Hello, Johnny boy. Nice to see you too. Hello, super. Look at that. Hello, super mucker. Jesus. Just saying, good evening, Sir John. Look at this, Sir John. He's caught on that DTM, hasn't it? What done for him there?
We're sure.
It was funny though, wasn't it, lads? And I think I laughed more than John. I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. I just thought of all the people Lady Steph could have done that to. I just couldn't think of anyone better than John. Do you know what I mean? I just thought he's perfect for this. Absolutely.
So funny that, wasn't it? I remember.
Look, hey, Sir John, just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, what are we up to? Number 2 already, boys. Let's get to your number 2. Okay, what's your number 2, please? DTM.
Right, so we're getting to him now. So Alex Murphy.
Oh, that's a great figure.
Yeah. He's got his little gun there. He's doing his spinning thing. Got his.
I really should buy that buying the Robocop. I really should get that one.
No, when I was looking at this earlier,
yeah.
I don't know. I've not noticed before, but he's got a visor. He's got a chin strap. He's got these ear things there. Oh, they look like the helmet, the Robocop helmet. You can tell the chest plate, same sort of shape as the Robocop armor. How did I not see that?
Hey, good point. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, that's Alex Murphy. I mean, this came with different parts you can pull off. One of them had like blood squirting out of his arm, the back of his head blowing up. But I thought that was too graphic, so I went with the normal look. So
how old is that now? Because can you still get them? I might just get in that.
Yeah, it's a couple of years old now, I think. I picked that up in when I was in Dublin a couple of years ago.
It's a really nice figure. Yeah. Really nice.
Yeah, but I do like, and you can't really tell because, again, I've got crap picture, but the likeness of Peter Weller, Bob on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Cool.
Really. Yeah. And in a way, even though you don't display it with the graphic stuff, it's kind of nice you got it like that, though. Do you know what I mean? You remember the policing, that's what you remember, innit, DT?
I mean, the way composing is like it is in the film, where it's just like head back, brain exploding. It's graphic. Yeah.
So good. But that movie is so good. That is just...
Do you know what it is about that movie, too? So I watched it recently, and how fast that movie is. It's like boom, 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 finished. It's so fast paced. It's an hour and a half movie, but honestly, it feels like you've watched it for 20 minutes. It really does. You know what I mean? I remember watching it with my older son. He'd never seen it, and I put it on, and they're up to the sewer bit already when Lewis is in the water at the end, and I'm like, wow, this movie went dead. I love RoboCop.
Rolled really quickly. Yeah.
You know, because they tried to redo it, didn't they? But it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
No, it was okay, but it wasn't great.
No,
like Michael Keaton though again. But you know, the thing with that one, like you said, so fast. A lot of movies nowadays, they get so much padding. You know, like they can't edit it as well. You know, like take some stuff out. We don't need all the. You know.
I think that's what it was for us. I always said that about the Star Wars when they had too much on. So I'm thinking Star Wars is just a simple beginning, middle, and an end on every one of those original trilogy movies. If you watch it, there's not like 1,000 characters in it, and like they just maybe that's why it's a good point that Damien. Maybe that's why RoboCop's the way it is. And talk about catchphrases. My word, how many of them? You know, even like that. You know,
when you watch it, and every time a really bad, horrific thing happens, there's always a punchline that backs it up. Always in every scene, like he gets his arm blown off. Give the man a hand. You know,
yeah.
Good point, DTM. Yeah, Making the RoboCop PG was such a bad move. Seriously, what the spec were they thinking? Has to be the way it was. It had to be a horror, didn't it? To be honest. Oh, would you class RoboCop as a horror then?
No.
There's some quite horrific bits in it, but
but it's action. That's an action.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, John. By making that what is it? But it's weird as well because I always have that thing as well, boys, where the RoboCop actual outfit, the actual robot, it still looks good now. It aged perfectly. That thing. Do you know what I mean?
The one I'm so tempted by, the NECA, because I have the regular NECA RoboCop. I'm so tempted by the one where they did like the movie poster. Oh.
I saw it and I didn't get it. It was just something about it, the way that it looked with the red shine on it. It looked a bit off for me, so I left it. Never bought it.
I agree what Gaz says right here. It wasn't a bad movie, the remake, but it wasn't RoboCop. Do you know what I mean? But it wasn't bad.
I went to see it. No, it was RoboCop.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, but I agree with that too. There's the other thing that NECA did as well. They did the chair he sits in and so forth with the computers.
Yeah,
and I loved that. That was really good. That came as a set, didn't it? DTM with
it's got masked head sculpt as well. I think that one, the one that I've got has an unmasked head sculpt. Can't remember.
Star Wars is a beginning, middle, and then end, and then another. He's got a good point. Yeah, he's got a good point. Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, the Ed 209 is so good.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I know, but I've left that downstairs. I wish I'd have brought it with me now.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, RoboCop reboot also has that. Freddy. Yeah.
Right, perfect. Right, there's your number 2, DTM. What's your number 2, please, Damon?
All right, number 2 is the one and only. This is a custom figure based on a cosplay fellow named Demetrius Holt, who dressed up as Hellspawn He-Man.
Yeah,
I mean he is awesome. He's a really cool guy, and this was done by Mega Custom X, who in France, who. I mean, the hair alone took him forever, and was revised and revised.
Is it actual wool, or is it plastic?
No,
wow,
it's actual. And that's the thing. It's like he did an Origins version custom of him, which I think Demetrius has, but it was like almost like a Spaceballs type helmet. It was just plastic, and he took it on to do the challenge like this, and they worked together on it and everything else, and then they threw it up on eBay. And it was like one of those things where this is actually shared by my wife and myself, because they went higher than I could afford. Well, then I could justify spending at the time, of course.
Yeah.
And so I went to her and I was like, she'd already seen it, but I was like, what do you want to do? So we both kind of went in together on it and won. And but I mean, it's so it's like a regular King Grayskull body. And then the custom head and the custom hair and the paint job everywhere, of course. And you get the axe too with the 2 swords. And
so it's based off the Masterverse one, right?
Yeah,
of the King Grayskull. That's what it is. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
And it's what's that?
It's different.
Yeah.
You want one, DTM. You want one.
Yeah, definitely get one of them.
A couple of the hands are custom sculpted too. Like he threw in the regular hands. From the toy, but he also sculpted custom hands to hold the swords properly to get if you want to do the pose, like so many He-Man can't do.
Yeah.
This is before they made a couple that would do it. But yeah, so this is absolutely gorgeous.
Nice.
And it's still fun to play with too. Yeah, I have to be careful. I did glue the hair. The hair didn't come glued on, but over some time it started to get a little trickier and more finicky as I tried to pose him and play with him and everything in photos. And so I was like, and I messaged him and he said, it should be fine to glue on, let me know if there's any issues. And so I glued it on so it stays in the good position now.
I think it's cool as anything. Loved it.
Yeah, I love this guy.
You see, I wouldn't know where to start with custom stuff like this, would you, DTM? I wouldn't know where to look for it, to source it.
I mean, I like looking at them, but I'd be too afraid to buy anything like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. It's like, he sits in a glass display case in the front room, that's like the main display case with like some of my 12-inch figures and stuff, like the higher end stuff goes. So yeah, he doesn't get pulled out very often. He's like, he's the special occasion toy.
Awesome. Absolutely brilliant figure. I can't wait for Shabby Cop to make it on the big screen. It's coming next year. Instead of a gun in my thigh, I've got a sandwich on my knee. This is roughly the same thing. I'll get you VIP tickets, BOE. I'll get you VIP.
Dead or alive. You're coming with me.
Imagine Shabby dancing. Oh. The element of surprise. You know. Hey! You know. Ed 209 was a cousin of a Dalek, though, G4. Yeah. I thought it was a new microphone. I have the power funk.
It's cool figure.
What in the Black Dynamite is that?
Oh, Black Dynamite, that's an awesome movie.
That would be a good start of Good Williams custom for Enter the Dragon. That's what I thought it was when you first showed it. I thought, wow, that's awesome. Yeah. Brilliant. Right. Well, there you have it. So I just want to thank everybody again for coming in until we get to your number ones. If you would like to come on top 5, you've seen what it's like. It's just 3 lads having a chat and showing stuff off. So you're more than welcome to come on top 5. I'd love to have you all. But anyway, let's get to your number ones. Once again, we've had up to 50 tonight, so thank you all so much for coming in. It's been an absolute blast. Right, Damon, you're number 1. So if you can, I've got some pictures and some stuff here. So would you like to explain to everybody what all these are?
Yes. So that's my wife, and one of the things she does, she makes, she sews, she makes things. Those are boots on the right and on her feet that she made. So basically, they're either new or thrifted, sometimes cowboy boots that she cuts the shaft, folds them down, and then adds all the bits like necklaces, belts, neckties, and then she'll do like glitter on the toe there or what have you. And this is a booth that she did in one of our local art fairs, and those are all the boots.
Look at all them she's made, DTM. Wow, man.
Yeah. And then you could try it on. She found a little baby chair at the Goodwill so that little babies could. She also has little kid-sized ones, And so you'll see them at the top here, little baby botas, little baby boots there at the top. And it's just, they're just, to me, they're absolutely gorgeous. I
think they're amazing.
Yeah, they're like the ultimate one of ones, because even in a pair, the one boot isn't the same as the other. Obviously, they look the same, but
right.
There's going to be differences. And if you go on her Instagram, she's Fleur for Color. She has an Etsy shop too, but on her Instagram, she's done some posts. So there we are. I did a picture of her down at our feet. She's wearing the boots, and she made me a pair to wear. Mine don't have all the stuff on them, just some glitter. And then while we were sitting there, I did some of my toy photos.
Wow.
I took ones that matched colors and things.
Yeah, these are awesome, to tell you the truth. Look at that is brilliant. That is brilliant.
I just couldn't. I was like, and I was posting them on Instagram too, because you're trying to spread the word to get people to come down and check it all out.
That's cool. Yeah.
And but you see, like on that one, all the little like pearls are, they're not like actual pearls, of course, but the pearl beads and everything, each one individually glued on. And that's the thing. It's like, she spent so much, but she spent time. She had fun doing it too. It's like,
well, how long does it take? Because look at all the detail. It's unbelievable how much work and materials and greeblies and everything else that's on it.
Greeblies, exactly. And that's the thing. It's like, I don't know how long each one individually took, but they can take forever. Because she she has to come up with the concept, the color scheme, and then find and source the stuff.
You talk about my boots.
Oh, she's making a guest appearance. I tried to get her to come on your Mr. and Mrs.
Okay,
let's hang on. Let's make you big. Well, there you have it. There she is.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So how did you get into doing these?
I actually at an art fair, I bought a pair from someone years ago, and very simple, but I'm all over the place with my crafts. So I was like, you know what? I feel like making some. Really, that's all it was. So these are my latest ones. I just ran upstairs.
Look at these boots. Yeah, all the lads are loving these. Look, very cool, very smart. These boots are nice.
These brand new.
They're just. And how long does it take? So inspiration, is it movies you find? Is it toys? Is it what is it that gives you the inspiration? Because every one of these boots that Damon's just showed us, they're all completely different than the other one.
Yeah, you know, it usually starts with this one was probably, you know, it's a green boot, so this was a little easier. Started with like, okay, I'm going to camel with this one, and once I decide like a theme, I just started going through my stuff and finding like stuff. So I was like, all right, we got feathers that are like green. We got this is like trim, craft trim you can use for anything. So yeah, I usually just start with like, sometimes I have a piece of material and I'll start with that and go from there and look for belts that match or feathers that match or rhinestones. You see the little add-ons there, the little trim there. So yeah, it either starts with the boot or the fabric or the belt. So yeah, so it's just I see something, I just go from there. So
it's absolutely. I mean, you're getting so much love in this chat. Everybody's loving him. Everyone. JT says here, brilliant. As someone who creates stuff too, I really like your boots.
That one up there. That one was good. Yeah, it just comes from wherever. I'm just grabbing. I see fabric, I see rhinestones, I see the little brooches or pins or whatever, and I just go from there. So
it's so impressive, isn't it, DTM? Look at this.
How long does it take you to make a pair of boots? How long does it take?
Match that? Yeah.
So DTM, how long does it take, Shamika, to make these?
Forever. Well, it depends. Like these, it probably, I'll probably work on it for like an hour here, an hour there over weeks. Or there may be times where, I'll do one pair in a week because that's all I did. I worked on it for multiple hours. This is like when we didn't have a dog. So I'd be down there for hours. But now, like these, I think I worked on these for like an hour at a time, probably over like 2 weeks. So like per day. But total, I don't know, hours.
A long time.
Long 2 days, 3 days. If you like talk about like the whole day.
They're absolutely superb. They're absolutely superb. I just want to show what Rob's for. Dave's dead meat if Helen isn't his number one. Quick, Dave, put something together. We need a top 5 maybe boot special. Would you like to do that? Would you like to come on a Shabby stream and show all your boots off, how you make them, how you want to do them? You're more than welcome.
Look at her. Look at her running away. She's running away. I tried to get her to come on the Mr. and Mrs. and she said no.
Only for the best. Yeah.
The Mr. and Mrs. Brilliant.
What is like my favorite of the ones I have?
The pearl ones, the pearl ones.
Oh, the pearly ones. Oh, the pearly ones.
So if you go back to that video, they're sitting on the table.
Let's have a look.
Pearly ones are.
Let's just have a look. So you tell me when to pause and I'll pause it.
Do we have a picture of the little baby feather ones?
No,
you can't really see it up close. The pearly ones.
Keep going. You're good.
No.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Right. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, you can't see, but the entire foot is pearls and rhinestones and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that was like That was like a showstopper. People just loved those things.
Yeah.
Fantastic works on those super cool. I'm getting DTM a pair for Christmas. I am going to get you a pair of these. Do you know what I mean?
I want to do some more like that, where the foot is all rhinestones, but those really take a lot of time.
They're great for display too. Look, you can put your fingers.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Loved them. I will all for it because, like I say, in our community, how many of us are all creators and we do stuff. So when Damon sent me those pictures, I was like, "What? They are awesome!"
I know. I have to do more. These are. I did these last year, but before that, it's probably been a few years since because I switched to doing like clothing and stuff, which I can show you then too. But
right,
because it's hot in here.
Well, thank you so much.
I'm like sweating.
I'm a space heater. I heated up the room.
We're definitely going to have to get her on to do a stream. Definitely. You know what I mean?
I'll work on it.
You work on it, yeah. Nice to see you. Eventually nice to see you. Yeah, awesome, man, awesome. Well, that was Damon's number one.
That though, but yeah, I mean, this is mentioned before, but I'll mention it again. My favourite of the neck is RoboCop.
Nice.
Yeah. So he hasn't got any fancy boots, though. He's only got his normal shoes. But yeah,
it's not a
figure in world. It's very clunky. Yeah, there's a I don't know if you know, but there's a gun holster built in, and you can flick a switch.
But they actually do you do that on the figure as well? You can actually do that.
It usually breaks. Yeah, it's not doing it.
Yeah, mine broke too.
Yeah, so there's his. You can store his gun in there, and off he goes.
Yep.
On his.
Jonathan says, "Quick DTM, grab a fancy hat." And everyone writes, Dave loves RoboCop more than Helen.
No, I still love Helen, but I love RoboCop as well.
Oh, see, we said when Dave comes over, to Detroit, we're going to go check out the RoboCop statue.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember Jason O'Toole doing it. Do you remember in Dallas? There was a lot of places in Dallas where they filmed the OCP building and so forth. Nice. And he went there and he took loads of pictures of it, and it still looks the same. I mean, obviously the added bits on or whatever, but it's the OCP building in Dallas, and so that was really cool. But I never knew there was a statue in Detroit. Is there?
Yeah, it's relatively new, but I mean, well, newly placed. It's been made forever, but it took forever to get put somewhere. But that figure is gorgeous.
Good. Yeah. They do a better one, Mayfix or Mafex. They do a better line of figures. Oh. They're not clunky and,
he's meant to be clunky though. He's RoboCop, Dave.
That's just it too. It's like when I got him and I was posting him, I'm like, he doesn't really do anything other than just.
No, and it's not an easy one to manoeuvre this, and you think every time you twist it, it's going to break. It does come with a different head sculpt and. Yeah, well, I'm a big fan of RoboCop, as you can tell.
Why is that, Dave? You just watched as a kid and you just thought, this is awesome.
Well, a little short story, I'll keep it brief. We spent a lot of time at my aunties and my grandma and granddad's growing up because my parents didn't want to know us. So they just got sent along there and they got the VHS of RoboCop. We weren't supposed to watch it, but we did. And I tell you, by the end of 6-week holidays, watching RoboCop, I could quote word for word that movie. And it's
we were too young to watch it, though. I don't think we were.
No,
I don't know. I mean, I suppose help me at the end. Do you know what I mean? But,
that's my favourite part. I'm just thinking of that downstairs as well.
It's just, it was just. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on, I'm going to have to show you this. I know my play with my.
I'm dead. I want to go downstairs.
Don't forget your tiny beans, Helen.
Show her Lord John's room again. Just
yeah, quick, show her that. Dead or alive, you coming with me? I love it. But I suppose it's been a good segue that really, because we talked about Joe's before, and RoboCop's the same for me. I can't get bored of watching RoboCop at all.
So good.
But it's always number one for me, though, lads. Never number 2, 3. I'm not really, but number 1 is.
3 I don't bother with at all. Number 2 is watchable.
Yeah. Best cinema double feature for me was showing RoboCop and Predator. There are a lot of deep themes in RoboCop. Man expulsion from paradise. Murphy's inability to procreate once he becomes a Silicon Mouse getting dead deep. Do you know what I mean?
Stop trying to ruin RoboCop.
Yeah, he is. Well, there you have it. There is DTM and our Damon's top 5. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. One of the brilliant top 5. Really did. Do you have anything coming up that we'd like to discuss before we depart?
Not me, no. I live a fairly mundane, boring life, so.
Me too.
Well, that was quick and easy, wasn't it? Great top 5 picks, DTM and Damon. Thanks for another great show, Shabby. Take care. You make it the great show. Well, you know, when I'm a normal bloke that comes on here, and you get up to 50 people coming in, and I get beautiful people like these people, whoever's been on before. You lot make it a great show for me. I really enjoy doing this, spending time with you all and having a chat. And like I said, I don't want to get deep. You know what's happened to me, and my mum and Claire, and for you lot to show up and to support us, and for people like, Damon and DTM to come on and watch us, and you all come in and you all get involved, it means the world to me. So thank you all so much. Excellent top 5, everybody. Great stream, fellas. Cheers, Rob. Was more bullets blowing holes the size of dinner plates in people's for me, pals, but each to
They were big bullet holes, weren't they?
Yeah. Hey, Gaz, it's been awesome to see you tonight. Great top 5, everyone. Great top 5. Thanks for sharing your top 5. So, like I say, if you want to come on Shabby, you don't have to be a superstar on this. I don't care what your internet's like. I don't care what you're more than welcome to come on Shabby. Everyone's welcome on Shabby. So, if you'd like to do a top 5, and if you go, I've got some stuff to show, you're more than welcome to come on. Next week isn't a top 5. Next week, I'm doing something with Jesse, the Epic Badger, next week. So Jesse's got some stuff that I'm going to learn about and show about. So I'll be doing that next Monday. And obviously, ZSR will be on Matt's channel this week. So me and Matt will get together and be on Matt's channel. I don't know who Matt's going to pick and so forth. But yeah, we'll have a good laugh on a Friday. Remember, we are not hoarders. Yes, Damon.
So if it's something that you're going to learn about and show, but it's not Tough Thumpers. Is it Tough Thumpers adjacent, like the excellent Mr. Dundee is Crocodile Dundee? Is it like that?
Kind of, yeah. I try my hardest. It's funny that because I always look forward to the shows I do, right? So when I do top 5, I try and make sure that I don't put as much stuff in it as I do Tub Thumpers, because if I did, it turns into the same show. RSI once said before he left us, he turned around and said, keep them wanting. He thought he was so saucy, so he said, "Do up to about this," and then now I get it, because I know what I'm like. I'll just carry on doing them all the time. So in other words, what I'll do is, by the end of top 5, I'll really look forward to doing Tub Thumpers. Do you see what I mean? And then when Tub Thumpers is finished, I really look forward to doing top 5 and everything in between. But so it's kind of like it. But yeah, Tub Thumpers will be good this year. Tub Thumpers will be coming back probably September, October, around there. And I've got some good. That's when I'm just an idiot in Tub Thumpers. This one I sit back and like,
good laugh.
Yeah, it's a good laugh. Yeah. All right. Well, listen. Remember to hit the mute button. Cheers, Jones. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Desi's VTR, brilliant.
I thought so.
Brilliant show, guys. Cheers to you all. Cheers to all in the chat. So as we pick our other halves as our number ones, except Dave. I can't change it, just rubbing it in. It was awesome that your wife came in. Look, we've asked to see her for years. So here she is.
And that's the thing, is like, I didn't ask her to do that. She just came in, and I could see the smile on her face. I knew she was up to something there. And that was so fun. I'm so glad she did.
Oh, yeah, I am. Also, and I work, and we're not just saying it. One thing I can say about me and the boys, we're not full of shit, any of us. If we like it, we'll say we like it. And it works fantastic.
You can't not like these things. I mean, and look, I wear glitter shoes.
Nice. Yeah, big pair of boots, them.
Yeah. You watch. I'll message you and say, "But this is what I want for DTMs. I want RoboCop on it, and I want it in silver. Right, I'm going to let everybody go. Say goodnight, boys. Thanks, everyone.
Good night, Thanks, everyone.